And we are live. Let's begin. Moonlight shines upon the Exodus rock. On the nighttime breeze of a dream comes a stranger to the High Clan settlement. Boris, please introduce your character for us.
Sure. My character is Vaneros. He has come to the settlement looking for someone, and he now has been brought to be introduced to that person. So he will approach them. So seeing who it is that he had a dream vision of, he will approach and keep a respectable distance. He will bow slightly to the dryad tree-like entity in front of him. Greetings.
Retcon it real quick. I think you would bow as well. Kind of imitate. And then nod his head in way of greeting.
My name is Vaneros. I know this might sound strange, but I was sent a dream vision with your visage upon it. I believe you might be able to help me with a quandary near my home in the Dreamgrove. My place of worship has been invaded of late by skeletal beasts and creatures of the forest. I have not seen anything like this in my time, and I worry that there are too many for me to handle alone. I was hoping you might be willing to take a journey with me.
I think Lati would say, I have seen such things recently. I am more than willing to help you, but I feel that my compatriots are necessary in this journey along with us.
Marjie will pipe up first and say,
Hey, I think I'm just gonna stay in the village for a while. I feel like I wasn't much help to you all back in the cave, and I just think I could be more help here for a couple days, but be safe and I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Incredible.
That was a little faint, but I did hear it.
Yeah, no,
fantastic.
that's clear.
I
Marjie,
think Lati would... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Marjie, you take care of yourself.
Marjie will give him a smile and kind of step away.
He kind of says the same thing. He's like, do what is best for yourself.
How old is Marjie? I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party and be like, how old is Marjie?
23?
I'm getting like child soldier vibes.
Lati looks alarmed when you say that, but he also says, don't look at me. Your years mean very little to me.
So,
He's got like 4.5 years on me, so.
Lottie, there's a non-existent
What's
chance that I'm in fact older than you.
He responds with, I just mean that my understanding of the passage of time may be different.
Vaneros will interject. Pardon me for the interruption, but might I ask your names?
Yes, my name is Latifolia Dentala, but you may call me Lati.
It is nice to meet you, Lottie.
Nods his head again. I wish I had like a creaking wood sound. I could just like, press a button.
Soundboard?
Yeah.
Balgriff will approach from behind and say, Hey, Gray here! Oh, never mind. I remembered.
Excuse me?
He raises a tree eyebrow.
I'm gonna
On
turn.
the south side of camp, The warrior clan is making their way in and sort of still kind of making themselves settled, bringing their civilians.
He was wounded, wasn't he, in the last battle?
He
I don't remember
was.
if he was.
Some rest has been taken since then.
And is it common for large groups from other clans to come to the central settlement?
Not terribly. It's happened sometimes, but you haven't really been in tune with these things for a very long time.
Yeah, I think Vaneros would just kind of like notice the large crowd of people that look like they're probably from one of the clans. The warrior clan, was it? But it's different. Like, it's clearly changed over time. But he won't say anything because, again, he doesn't know what's normal, so to speak, now.
Please,
But
go ahead.
he will gesture to the tiefling. And your name, sir?
Natas?
I think
It is
Lockie
nice to meet you, Natas.
would let out a chuckle when he says "sir."
Sir.
If that means like the same knight thing in this world.
Yeah.
I think Natas gonna be like really focusing on this like burn he has on him. Because
Like seeing if it's
never
got the
gonna
right
go.
angle. Like,
No, because it's never gonna go away for a
Oh.
really long time. It's gonna hurt forever. So he's just like, this is gonna suck. That was a bad idea.
Can I actually notice that
Sure.
gesture? I'm just curious. Just roll a medicine check to see if there's like a cream that I can make him from various herbs that I'm familiar with in the Dreamgrove that might at least ease the pain.
You'd probably have to do it over a period of rest, but you could do that, yes.
Yeah, when we're up there. That looks like a pretty nasty burn. If you do happen to join me, I might be able to mix a salve that will at least soothe the pain when applied.
Okay.
And you, Sir Elf, what is your name? Madam Elf. I apologize. I have not been among others in centuries.
That's perfectly all right. My name is Gui here, and what did you say your name was?
Vaneros. It is nice to meet you, Gui here.
Thank you, Vaneros. My memory is spotty in my age.
I can relate to that. Though, might I ask, how old are you? You seem, I mean no disrespect, but far older than any elf that I've come across. It seems beyond reason.
Beyond reason to be alive?
To be sane.
Yes, well, I take good care of my mind. Have my methods to keep myself in check, stay grounded. I am very old. I would have to look through my records to find my exact age, but I believe it to be somewhere in the realm of 2000.
His eyebrows rise at that. My, that is honestly remarkable. I don't know what these means are, but I respect your ingenuity. It is impressive. It is an honor to meet the three of you. I know that I am but a stranger to you, but I do hope that whatever we are meant to achieve together ends up being constructive for all of us.
can I roll like a nature or a history check to see how her age compares to the tree, my home tree?
Oh, sure.
Because what I was touching on earlier is like he doesn't have a great aspect of time, and I changed my age in my bio because he was stationary for the first
Right.
chunk of his life.
Mm-hmm.
But he also was inside a tree that has been alive for, I'm assuming, centuries. Many, many centuries.
Right.
Probably hundreds of centuries. So he has some of that knowledge. So, like, his walking time on Earth, and then his time within the tree, and his time before the consciousness that he kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
time is a...
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do nature, because I'm better with nature than history.
Sounds good. I would say that the age of Gwei here is remarkable, and is likely the oldest mortal being that you've witnessed. Your tree is not a mortal being, and is likely older.
Okay. I think when he hears that, sorry.
I was just gonna say hindsight is 2020. It was just a joke. So.
Sorry for the lengthy explanation earlier. But I think he's gonna turn to Gwei here and say, "Have you been to the Feywilds?"
Probably.
He's just kind of gonna go. He's gonna turn back and go,
I'm gonna say probably in Sylvan.
Oh yeah.
So that Natas is the only one left out of the conversation.
I don't think Natas is paying attention.
I think
He's just waiting for people to stop talking so he can go and get some cream.
Natas is like Family Guy, like.
Yeah.
I've spent the past 200 years in the city practicing my craft, and I show my my lyre that I've made, and I'm gonna say I have many memories, but I don't carry them all with me.
I think Laddie's gonna turn back and say, "Interesting," like loud enough for people to hear, but he's gonna say it in tree so people don't quite understand it.
Say it in tree.
I don't know what that would sound like, but like...
Joke's on you, I'm fluent. It was an elective in college.
So Vaneros will see the lyre, and he will respond with, "That is a very beautiful instrument. I have a flute that I sometimes partake in, but I have not had an audience in a very long time. Perhaps we can share in some melody at some time. I apologize. I know that you have just returned from wherever you came, but at risk of sounding impatient, I would greatly appreciate if you would follow me up to the Dreamgrove at your very earliest."
Are we like all healed up and stuff? Like rested?
No.
You are not long rested, but I've presumed a short rest and a consumption of rainwater at the rivers to cleanse your wounds.
Perhaps we might depart in the morning, Vaneros. We've just suffered a defeat.
He looks a bit uncomfortable. He says, what time is it actually? What time does it look to be, roughly, in the world?
It is likely around 9 in the evening.
Would you be willing to sleep under the stars, perhaps outside of the city? Or if not, I can reconvene and meet you in the morning.
How far is the journey to the Dreamgrove?
It would take you...
Take too long.
Yeah, it would probably take you until morning, at least, to get there.
Out of character, remember he just said that he doesn't see people. He's not going to be comfortable sleeping in a village. It's really weird for him.
Oh yeah.
Can I roll to see if I pick up on that?
Insight, sure.
Sure.
Oh no! Oh god.
I'm not hiding it, so it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you notice.
Lattie's gonna say, "I do not sleep indoors either."
Natas is the only one that uses a bed.
Yeah.
I really like a bed. It's kind of Well, because usually if there's a bed, there's also a roof. And then usually when there's a roof, there's a fireplace. Which means
Hold
optimal.
on, Toss. Maybe we can find you a shirt. Sorry, I've heard that joke so many times. Never gets old.
I thought you were offering that in place of a bed, and I was like, close.
Very thick shirt.
Takes the shirt, stuffs it with leaves, sleeps on it.
So,
Damn right.
plans seem well outlined, being you all seem to want to rest before departing.
Yeah, we can I think the plan
Rendezvous
is
at 6 a.m. sharp.
I thought the plan was to camp, but we don't have to if
So Vaneros is going to probably be about half an hour outside of the city, and whoever wants to join him can, and he's happy to like set up a camp for everyone and catch some food and chat around the fire. But if you prefer a bed, then after a long fight, he also understands. So it's like he will be back in the morning. It seems like Natas wants a rest, so he will I'll do that in character. It'll be a lot easier.
Isn't there like danger in the woods right now? Aren't there beasts lurking around? Shouldn't you?
The guard who's lightly overhearing the kind of back and forth, Bruna, is going to step forward and say, "We still haven't managed to deal with that reanimated bear which has been sulking around. We think it's killing most of the local wildlife. We've seen a couple of undead deer."
I think I'm just gonna hear the guard say that and just turn like, well, we have a house. It's a little ways outside of town, not too far away. Maybe you can find a nice quiet spot close to that. If you're gonna need to sleep outside.
If you have a place that is quieter, that would suffice.
We just have to kill all the llamas.
I would strongly prefer not to kill any wildlife.
Well, if they're loud, but
I think
know.
Lottie would say, first of all, they are not wildlife, and second of all, you would not have to do any killing, as my shirtless friend here would be much obliged. He's joking, but says it with like a total straight face.
Yeah, Vaneros doesn't get the joke, and he's just like,
well, that's a joke. There is no joke.
I would prefer no beasts be slain.
That was a joke. I too do not. Never mind.
Okay.
With jokes concluded and a plan ahead, shall we head off to a rest in the home, slightly away from the settlement, and then unite come the morning?
Yeah, I'll still be outside
the
house, but yeah.
It's all good. Marjie will probably be there too.
Sounds good.
Let's meet some llamas.
In that case, let's transition us to the morning, and I can reveal to all of you the finally complete map of the Valley of Rain.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, copyright.
Sure, that was fair use.
Whoa.
I'll give you a moment here.
Oh, perfect. The llama farm is on the way.
We are in High Clania. In the llama farm. I don't know if you saw the first episode where Natasha.
Where are we going to again?
The Dreamgrove. To the Cave of the Moon.
I always thought we were like northeast of the Virgin Empire, but being south makes sense.
Well, that's where we were. Okay, yeah, I recognize the lake and the. Okay.
Cool.
So we're gonna have to go through the Sage Clan settlement to get to the Dreamgrove.
I mean, you don't have to go through it. You can if you want.
You could always like go over here and then like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know the land. Like, I'm not gonna interact with people unless you insist.
I mean,
it's fine.
Do we have any idea? Free's probably not around, but I'd be curious to know if there's any idea of like what's going on with the Sage clan.
There is not. It is known that there is a tomb there, that needs to be closed. Frida would take a moment to convene with you all in the morning and express that her interest at this point is primarily in settling the warrior clan and waiting for the hopeful return of her brother from the Tomb of the Great. And so she will not be joining you, if you will be fine with that, but suggests that while you are in the area, you seek to resolve the matter of the Tomb of the Shapeshifter.
Yeah.
And so I would presume that they've already sent messengers, like the Sage Clan knows the situation.
Yes.
So
Sure,
it's
the
not
Sage
like,
clan's also being assaulted.
okay. Oh yeah, we could show up and there's just like turn into Skeleton Town.
Vaneros, I know your matter in the Dreamgrove is most pressing, and we can certainly head there first, but perhaps in exchange for aiding you, you might help us investigate the Sage Clan. I don't know if you've had any dealings with them before.
He looks sad but resigned and nods and says, "Yes, yeah, you could say I've had dealings with them, though it's been a very long time. If you insist on meeting them first, I would be happy to escort you."
Wait, what race is Vaneros?
Elf.
Oh, you're an elf.
He's a wood elf.
Vaneros, how old are you? I forgot to ask yesterday. Where do you hail
He
from? Are you from this valley originally?
He looks up and smiles like he's counting. I think a bit over 500 now, though. What year is it? Jake Henry
Right.
answers in character. Then
years,
I think
years. I don't have a calendar system in place yet, though perhaps
yeah,
that's a good call. I do have timelines of since when certain events occurred.
right.
And so since the settlement of the valley has been 370 years.
So I'll go with what I put on my character sheet, which I believe was bio. I believe then I am 532 now, this July. I don't think I've counted my years in a long time.
So, are you all heading out?
Lottie has Frida's there because she's told us some information.
Correct.
He's gonna ask, I'm not gonna do it in character.
Sure,
it's a
that's
lot
fine.
Of stuff and I can't
That's
think of
fine.
how to say it. But he's gonna ask about the bear basically, and basically, is the bear out during the day? And if we do come across the bear, how long does she think it would take us to like dispatch of it? Well, he would say put it to rest, but
yeah, Frida does not know. They've been keeping a watch for it, as well as being prepared to rush to the llama farm if it appears there. The bear has primarily been sighted in the early mornings. Frida also says,
when we're leaving.
right. Frida says not to be too concerned with it. With the arrival of the warrior clan, dispatching it should be much simpler.
Cool.
They haven't seen them fight. Just kidding. Shade. How long is the journey from the farm to the Sage Clan settlement?
Right, so you are actually up here at the llama farm.
Yeah.
So, to the Sage Clan settlement, I would say it's going to take you probably about, let's go with 3 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
and Lottie asks for an extra water skin for
Vaneros, you can add
Ren.
this to your character sheet.
Okay.
If you would like.
Sure.
This is in your journal under items as well.
I had thrown mine out fighting the troll, but I imagine I can acquire another one too.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're
As we-
setting out, yes?
I was gonna say, as we travel, I wanted to follow up with Vaneros and just ask if he's been here since before the clans here showed up.
Yes. My own clan lived in the Dreamgrove for long, long before the humans came to settle the valley.
And they're all gone.
Yes, they had a vision. The elder had a dream of a place that our people were meant to go. I chose to stay behind, but we felt that the valley was in safekeeping with the humans.
Why did you stay?
I will make you a deal, Gwahir.
Mm.
When we make camp for the night and sit by the fire, if you play that beautiful lyre of yours, I will tell you my story.
All right, sounds like a deal.
Is this like a private conversation?
No.
Or are they like just having it?
Just having it.
Okay, cool.
All right. We are now arriving at the Sage Clan settlement.
Are we? So, Vaneros had mentioned wanting to bypass it and go straight to the grove. I don't know if.
It seemed like you guys wanted to check in with the Sage Clan, so he offered to take you there.
Okay?
Yeah.
I think as they go in, like, I'm assuming. How do you say? Is it Vaneros?
Vaneros.
Vaneros. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Vaneros. Vaneros. He would look at him and like notice him getting uncomfortable and say thank you,
Sure.
like for putting himself in discomfort.
You'll notice once we start to approach the settlement, he's looking around, and as he sees different landmarks and buildings, it's hard to describe, but like the look of remembering, like he's nodding at some things and like giving some attention to others and looking to what's changed, but he's not saying anything. He's just kind of observing as he walks. And he takes you, I mean, I don't know what Jake Henry will allow, but like when it comes to entering the borders, so I'll wait until we get there before I say anything else. There's like a gate or something like the other place had.
Yeah, so this place is not quite walled in the same way. In fact, you can see the water of the swamp that you have now entered, this lowland, flows into the settlement. This place, you feel slightly warmer. The chilled winds do not visit you quite so frequently, though snow still lies on the ground in places. Here you arrive at the center of the Sage Clan's settlement. This druidic appearing woman at least, will approach you and say, "Greetings. What brings you here, travelers? You're not the normal sort that we would see here."
I think Vaneros would take the lead and again approach the woman and bow and say, "Greetings. I am Vaneros. I once called this place home many centuries ago. I was a friend of Haglier, the elder at the time."
The ancestor, Higgler the Shapeshifter.
Yes,
Oh, no.
though I know he has long left this earth. I was bringing my new friends here. I believe there are some concerns in the valley that need discussing. Might you be able to lead us to the current acting elder?
Concerns! You hear an older man say as he steps forward. A dwarven man, you can see, but with vines, it appears, woven into his hair and beard. As he approaches, he says, Greetings, greetings. Yes, great concern has come to our clan. I presume to yours as well.
I'm gonna elbow a lot of Foley and be like, "Is this your cousin?"
He's not even
Vaneros,
gonna answer.
Vaneros will bow and again, greetings, elder. My name is Vaneros. I bring 3 new friends. This here is Latfolia. The elf is Gwei here. And the shirtless man behind her is Natas.
Oh, hello there.
We have all just arrived from the high village at the center.
Yes.
The other clans have been assaulted by the ancestors that have risen. Have you experienced this?
Yes, well, thankfully, our sages were watching the tomb at the time and were able to restrain its entrance. Our ancestors remain inside.
Oh, that's good news. I think, though, in order to end the problem, it's consistent with the other clans. The ancestor itself has been resurrected somehow using the water from the valley that has become corrupted in some way. And the only way to put him to rest is to infiltrate the tomb and physically destroy the resurrected body.
Yes. I'd feared something as much would be the case. You see, the Sage clan operates in a bit of a council-like structure, and I don't think they'd like that idea. In fact, several have been quite adamant that entering the tomb is not worth the risk, but I might raise it to them again, see if I could change their minds about this. Is this something you are here to assist us with?
Well, we just came from the High Clan. We had just, from there, went to the Warrior Clan as well, and we helped them with their risen ancestors. If you have the situation under complete control, it might be that the other clans are experiencing more pressing assaults that could be worth dealing with first. But as I said to the Warrior Clan, this is ultimately your ancestor.
Yes, well, I'm quite interested, actually, in taking care of this as soon as possible, and if you're here and willing to help, then I don't see a reason why we shouldn't take this opportunity. And as for the other clans, well, they're far from here, as long as the High Clan is secure. No, we know that the Wayfarers aren't on top of our hill. We don't hear their melodies flowing down in the night. So they're not at the North Camp. So yes, is this something you're willing to assist us with soon, or no? I'll need time to convene the council and do due process.
We have a matter to attend to with our friend Vaneros here and the Dreamgrove. Perhaps you could rise this issue to your council and let them know that we're here and able to assist while we deal with that issue.
Indeed, I will do so. I will take care of such things. Is there anything I can do for you before your travels continue?
Might you share your name in case we need to find you once again?
Indeed. I am Ponek Okinyol. I take the name of the Elder, though my line is not his blood. It is blessed as such.
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
You write that down, so I heard just put it in
Absolutely.
the chat and write it.
I did also just add him to your journals.
Good enough to me.
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
Passive.
Ew.
Couple
Trash.
questions about this guy
12.
for my character. Do the vines on him look to be like dead, like plucked, or are they like alive?
They are a strange hybrid. They don't appear to be moving a whole lot, but they do seem kind of connected to him, almost like extensions of his hair.
Okay, so they look like green and like not like dried up and.
Right.
Okay.
No.
I think this whole time Lati would have just been intently listening and looking at this man.
Okay.
So, given that I'm not hiding it very well at all, pretty much everyone sees like a sad concern on Vaneros' expression. It all makes sense because he's been alone for so long. He's had no reason to hide his emotions, but.
And that is in reaction to everything, or?
Yeah, just hearing what's going on at the tomb, meeting the elder, being here, memories.
Indeed. So, with this man approached, are you going to move on, heading northeast?
Yeah, Vaneros won't say anything, but since it's going to take time for the others to meet, and they're the ones who offered to help him with his issue first, he will just kind of gesture and lead them out of the camp to the east and the northeast.
All right, move along then. As you're walking through this settlement, the three of you whom are new witness these vines growing between several of the plants that have a strange green bioluminescent glow to them. Vaneros, you would know these well as vines that have grown out from the Dreamgrove and the sages have cultivated.
I want to check and see if I've ever seen anything like that.
You've seen some stuff in the Feywild, but not quite like this.
Either seen myself or have knowledge of.
Mm-hmm.
You might be about to see more.
Well, I assume because Dreamgrove, but so I probably wouldn't know anything about the Dreamgrove place then if I hadn't. I don't know anything about those if they're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Along you continue.
Yes.
And as you are moving, go for it.
Stepped out of.
These are set to be movable for you guys intentionally. As you are moving.
Sorry, as we're traveling, I want to keep an eye out for those herbs for Natus, if I happen to catch an eye on them.
They'll likely be in the Dreamgrove proper, so when we arrive, when we cross that river, we'll come to it.
I'm sure they grow regularly-ish, so I'll keep an eye out for them.
Now, as you are walking along this road through the swamp, I'm going to bring us to here. You can see a deer drinking water along the side of this body of it. And I would ask for a perception check from those who are curious. That is the only one who's curious. That is...
I'll throw one in.
Perfect.
Right.
The barbarian just rolled the highest perception.
Okay. So it'll be the two of you that first notice the movement of another creature in the area. It appears from a distance to simply be a wolf. But as it begins to move, you can see that there is indeed something off about it. And as it dashes along the side, rushing towards the deer, you can see that this creature is not as flesh and blood as it once may have been. It rushes towards the deer, which raises its head for but a moment.
Can I cast a spell on it if I see that it's going to kill the deer?
Yes, it is moving that direction. What would you like to cast?
I see it now that it's moving, right?
Yes.
Tasha's laughter.
Okay. And
Yeah,
this is-
at the same time, seeing it as well, I'm gonna try to make a survival check to like make an animal noise that would spook the deer and cause it to run away.
And this is going
So
to
that it kind of-
require Gway here to move up 30 feet to be in range. All right.
I could just shout at the.
Oh, not a great. Well, yeah, I just wanted to. My instinct would be to make an animal sound that I know that the deer would respond to in an alarmed way and would not like look around, but would like flee.
Right.
Oh, dude, you gotta do the classic just twig breaking.
So
Deer
because-
bolts off.
They usually look
Snaps-
up
snaps
at that.
rifle.
They don't.
Because
Shoot
30
your
feet
gun.
is going to be within exact range of the wolf pouncing on the deer. I'm going to have you roll initiative against the wolf, Gway here, to contest who is going to act first. You do first, the wolf fails its saving throw, so the deer leaps backwards in alarm, and the wolf thuds to the ground with a... But it almost sounds like the creature is choking with no longer the remaining systems to properly vocalize. The deer, from the shout, from the wolf, from everything, runs away. Frightened
Yay.
and flees.
Session
Boss is the only
over.
person who looks sad. He was like, but that was gonna be a great dinner.
The deer was
Oh,
going to be
dear.
infected. And Toss, can you take care of this?
Just gotta cook it.
No, the wolf.
Oh,
Yes,
so
the
this is-
wolf.
Oh, yeah.
The wolf is currently rolling on the ground, laughing to itself. Do you all wish to dispatch it or leave it be?
I would move immediately to dispatch it.
Okay, I will say
I rolled initiative, but I didn't select my
Lati
token.
would.
that's fine.
I don't know if this would be in actual combat, but Lati would like run over here and then like tree teleport.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I will say that you are all able to move quickly to the wolf while it is still under the effects of this laughter and dispatch it. No longer a threat.
Just for not Veneros.
Vaneros.
Vaneros, you see Lati just like step into the tree, phase like into the tree, and then appear like half a second later over at a tree 60 feet away. And step
How's
out
that
of it.
revised name? Is that better?
No, it's fine. I just
I've been this character for an hour. Is that better?
The original is fantastic.
the original is fine. I'm just bad at reading.
I mean, it doesn't change anything for me. It's a name that you say out loud.
leave it
Vaneros
the
is
way-
wonderful.
Yeah, perfect. I apologize for my pronunciation.
You're all good.
Vaneros.
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 The wolf
Okay,
is dispatched, and you can move on.
Can I see what's up with it?
Sure. Make a
guess-
medicine check.
Yeah. I want to understand how. Like, it's clear this should not be moving.
Right.
This should be dead.
Indeed. And with a medicine check, you can absolutely tell that. If you're looking for magical insights, I'll need Arcana.
I'll do that separately after I investigate it and confirm that, like, this is by no natural means.
Correct. It is absolutely by no natural means. And with this investigation...
That's untrained, though, right? You do untrained?
Yes. Yep. So...
What we've been seeing before, so like in the tombs and stuff, have been like skeletons, like mostly bone, right?
Yes. Though
So this
those
thing
ancestors have been at rest for a long time.
Exactly. This thing is fresher, right?
Yes, and you also encountered the casualties from the initial battle at the High Clan settlement, whom
Right.
were risen as mostly still rotting corpses.
Okay. Well, I think that Lati would bury this wolf.
Okay.
I'm
I would
assuming
hope.
that the other people were taken care of by their clans and stuff.
Indeed they were,
But-
and when you last returned to the High Clan settlement, the piles of bones that had been sitting outside had been taken care of.
Right. But would bury the wolf not in a sense of like not necessarily for the wolf, but to return the body to nature.
Yeah.
Things like
Would
that.
burning it make more sense? Doing like a mini pyre?
Lati definitely would
Right,
not do
right.
that.
Well, that would be an interesting situation because I think Vaneros would recommend that. So it would create an interesting character exchange.
Yeah.
I think the hole has been dug in the ground already. But I will give you the answer to your Arcana roll, which is, yes, that there is an unnatural magic that is flowing through this creature that seems to be binding it to unlife and moving it forwards.
It won't come back, right?
You believe that at this point, with the fact that Natash basically crushed its skull and its paws, and yeah, it's done for.
So, my character has seen things similar to this.
Perhaps.
Or are they skeletal, what we're talking about in the cave?
Oh, what you're talking about from the cave. Yes, there were other wolves like this at the cave. And roars from a louder and larger creature.
Okay, so I think he would just say that to them. He would just say, "It seems my issue with the cave reaches much further than just the Dreamgrove. Perhaps it is tied to the larger threat of the undead that you mentioned, Gwei here.
Perhaps.
We should move quickly then, though I worry now that dispatching what is there will not solve the issue."
You continue onwards. A light snowfall begins. It dusts the path ahead of you. Though as you approach the Dreamgrove, you feel an even softer and warmer climate here, and the drops of snow change to drops of rain that softly rest upon these trees. Now diverging and making your way to the mouth of the Cave of the Moon.
Lizard time. I'm kidding.
Continue at will.
I'm gonna walk over this tree and ask this tree what it's seen.
You're asking it what it's seen.
Like, if it's, yeah, like...
It will respond.
I'd
say,
trade what we've seen and then ask like, if it's seen anything.
Do not see, for I have no eyes, but I have felt the pattering of many footsteps coming into this place as of late, when it is usually visited by but one.
He's not gonna say anything, but he's just gonna like take his hand off the tree and then go in.
All right.
Mumbling, "I know you can't see it," every time I say this.
Yeah, it's like he rolls his tree eyes. It's like they're just jealous.
So
Talos is gonna spot one of these glowing roots. He's gonna take a little look at that real quick before everyone
Sure.
realizes what he's doing. Do a little medicine check.
Sure.
let me just see if I notice him.
Fuck.
I do notice him.
How
Then
are
I
you?
catch back up.
Yeah, you look at it and that's a glowing root, man. Ah,
That's a root. It's a glowing.
He
might even
he
be a
notices
vine.
he notices Natas doing this and goes, "When we set for camp and I share my stories, I will share more of the Dreamgrove with you, since it seems you are curious. For now, know that it is no threat to you. Come, and be wary. There are likely beasts not too far in. I expect them to be aggressive."
You hear a rustling and a shouting ahead. Shouting? Maybe not shouting, not so organized, more like a growling, and chaos is the sound that is the term I would use to describe the sound coming from this cave.
He casts Shillelagh as he walks in, and he will basically keep recasting it if need be. Looks like we don't need to, so he casts Shillelagh as he noticed those sounds.
As you step into this point...
I'll do the same thing. And also, a quarterstaff manifest, like, grows out of his hand. A big wood quarterstaff.
Mine is on my back.
I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative. So you're in combat.
Select token. Initiative on
I
token.
didn't actually click, but I did that.
Fantastic.
Oh,
X mod of 2. Do I beat the wolves?
What's your dex score?
14.
Their dex score is 15. You lose the tie.
This game fucking sucks.
Yeah. Right.
Gwahir, you were the first to act.
No, no.
My numbers are different on my player view versus my DM view. That's hilarious. Natas is not the first to act. The wolves act first. And seeing you all entering this cave, they are going to dash forward.
hooray! Friends.
There's additionally more wolves that come rushing from behind. And you can also hear a from behind them.
Like a bear.
Wolf, attack number 1 against Natas.
Miss.
Attack number 2 against Latifolia. And number 3 also against Latifolia.
Excuse me.
From these two right
So that's a 20 and a 14.
here. Mm-hmm.
If it's the
Pack
same as my
tactics.
armor class, it hits, right?
Yes,
God fucking damn it.
indeed.
13. How do I?
Indeed.
How do I? Oh my god. Okay.
All right, you need to roll 2 strength saving throws to prevent yourself from being knocked prone.
Me, I do.
Yes, you do.
Saving throws. Strength.
Success, success. Natas, you're up.
All right, gonna change up the playbook. Gonna rage, and I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Oh, I see what happened.
Wow. I am shocked.
What?
Shooketh.
Shocked to my core.
Only hit the one. Yeah. Can I try to swap places with Latifolia?
That will incur an attack of opportunity against Latifolia.
Never mind. I'm just gonna hit with my stick.
Go for it.
Oh,
All right, you slam through this wolf, and there is a crashing sound, and a pile of bones remains.
Oh wait, he also takes 2d6. But yeah,
He's
okay,
very
shit's all
nice.
missed.
You keep
Cool.
hitting the bones.
Cool.
Yeah, he just blows up.
He's dust.
Right here.
I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on this wolf right here.
Oh, damn, son.
He's going to pass. And then I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Latifolia.
Clarify for us, will you? What does Vicious Mockery look like coming from Gwei here?
I'm not a goofy character, so I'm not like slinging puns. My Vicious Mockery is definitely just like a discordant, like fucking what's the opposite of when you do like a what's it called? There's a musical term that it like describes what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But in the meantime, it's a bad sound. I make a bad sound.
Yeah, like a harmonal clash. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I
The
can't
opposite of a
Disharmony, perhaps?
No, there's a specific word. I know what you're talking about. I'm
Disharmonic sound to this ears
it might be
of this.
Discord.
It's a dissonance.
Discord.
Dissonance, yeah.
Dissonant sound to the ears of the no longer living wolf. Vaneros, you are up.
Like a.
All right, I cast Fairy Fire so I can hit these 5.
Is that gonna do all 5 of them?
20-foot. Wait, hold on. 20-foot cube.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do this.
Those 4. That's fine. Yeah, I'll hit those 4. So I don't know why I thought 20-foot cube meant 20-foot radius in my brain for a second.
Ick. All
Wow,
right.
did they one didn't save?
Correct. So this guy attacks are made at advantage against.
Woof.
Yep. Woof woof, buddy.
He will step behind and just say to Lottie, "Do not be afraid. I will heal you."
Lottie, you're up. What are you gonna do?
He says, "Thank you, I appreciate that." And then my good old my tried and true same square.
Same 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have a fail. This one
Jesus Christ.
is entangled.
Only one failed.
Yep.
Right.
Sometimes it do be like this.
Difficult. It's difficult terrain though, which is really useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's all difficult. And then, yeah, I guess I can't really do anything else, so... I mean, I can move, but I'm like...
You get whacked twice if you move, you get whacked twice if you stay.
Not necessarily, if you stay.
I'll stay. Because I think I trust this guy, like, this guy's healing.
Why don't you could also use that heal bonus. Oh no, you cast spell, never mind.
Attack against
Oh, wow.
Lottie, attack against Natas.
The first one is the bite, right? So that's
The first
12,
one
so
is a
that doesn't
miss,
hit.
the 17 is against Natas. So Natas,
advantage.
strength save, take your damage, and you're up. Yep, we know.
Natas is strong?
Great axe attack against the fairy fired wolf.
Smackadoo. Hits.
That's my divine fury game. Oh, damn it.
Is that your rage damage?
It
too?
is still up.
Oh, an additional 2 damage from
It
rage.
is
Thank you.
still up.
Damn.
Get it. Having a bad time this combat.
Right here, you're up.
Cool. Is this the bottom one that got?
Yep.
Is almost dead. I'm going to. Do I look at dagger or something fun? I do. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
I'm gonna duck.
Nice.
Thunk. Down it goes.
And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Latifolia.
Nice. Vaneros, you're up.
You get 4 back life.
Thank you.
So I will move past Lottie into this square, and I will shapeshift into a bear.
Alrighty.
GG.
And as Vaneros' form expands, what fills this space is now much larger and greater.
Watch is like,
And
great, now I can't see.
I'll probably move in a little bit more after. So I will attack the one above.
Fantastic.
That one hasn't been hit yet, right?
Nope, it has not been hit, but it is restrained. Take advantage on the attack. Oh, you don't need it. You crit.
Is there-
And you
Yeah, I
crit
was like,
with the exact total damage you needed to kill it in one go.
Oh, I was doing the one above me.
Oh, that's
The one that's...
the one that is dead then. This one's still restrained.
and then I will attack him. Is there like a... I just do advantage.
There
here,
is a
right?
toggle of advantage in the top left, yes.
Alright.
Well, the
And I
rules
will
lawyer you. Isn't it a
attack
bonus
him.
act? Isn't it a bonus action to do your bite? Or is it an action?
Nope.
Just have multi-attack.
Yep.
Oh, sick. You lucky
Flammable
bastard.
bear.
Can I be a bear?
No.
No. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not for a long, long time.
Gosh darn it.
So, yeah, 9 damage to this one.
Yes, it is still up.
But I also try to move. Can I move in at all? Like,
Yeah.
I guess like it's difficult terrain though. But like,
I'm
can I
okay
get to
with
here?
that. Yeah, you can swoosh past
Just
him.
because I don't want to take up space. So I sneak past there and I killed one and hit the other one, and here I am.
Yeah, these
That's
two
the
were
turn.
kind of waiting on the backside of the engagement this last turn that they had. They're now going to take attacks against you since they were readied.
I think. Can I? Oh, so I. I'm thinking. Sorry, out loud.
Alrighty,
Hold on.
those are the attacks against the bear.
Yeah.
And then it'll be
6,
Lottie.
12, And I do a strength save, right?
I
mean-
you are immune because you're too big.
Too big to fail. Okay.
Lottie, you're up. Let's go.
Cool.
Lottie runs in. Can I be a bear?
Can I be better? I was just like, wait, is this something I could have done? Because this is fucking great.
No.
Not yet. Okay. I'm going to bonk the. Well, I'll move. Oh, sorry, my thing's a little laggy.
No
Yeah, I'll
worries.
move
You're good.
there, yeah,
It's
there.
perfect.
No, gosh. And then
Restrained one.
I'll leave the restrained one. Can it attack me from there?
Yes.
Yes, it
And
can.
it acts next. You might want to try and finish it off.
I'm gonna bonk it.
Good. Take
So-
advantage on your attack roll. Bonk. It's gone.
And then I'm gonna move back a little bit.
If you wanted
I
to
assume you-
only move up to here, then you can
Yeah.
attack, not go into the range of this one, and then move away.
Yes.
Again,
no
I
attacks of
apologize,
opportunity.
You're
I'm a
good.
little laggy, so
You're good.
it takes a second.
Move where you need to go, because these
Yep.
two wolves are going to make their bites against the bear.
Why did my HP not change? I changed it. There we go.
That's a crit on the first attack,
yeah.
and then a hit on the second
Yeah.
one. And then you hear the heavy footfalls of another creature moving through the cave towards you.
Is it perhaps bear-like?
As it appears in the vision of the rest of you, it looks directly towards the bear form of Vaneros and gives a though the sound is somewhat discordant through an undead form. Natasha, you're
I
up.
can't entangle them. Damn it.
Looks just like my dog.
Wolf.
The
20 feet, gonna get over here. And I'm going to regular attack the wolf in front of me.
Let's see it. Hit? No, not a hit, because you're not at advantage.
False. Correct.
Miss by 1.
Sick.
A bad time.
What is Natas's armor class again?
15.
15.
Okay, you're up here.
Going to move up. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the bear.
All right. We got a new one from Quahir over here.
New idea, new spell.
Yeah.
Haven't used this one before. I'm gonna use my fucking philosophy band and increase my DC by 1.
Amazing. The bear fails a save.
Cool. I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on. Actually, I'm not going to use Bardic Inspiration. Never mind.
Okay. Vaneros,
Wait, what?
you're up.
My thing says 24 out of 24, but my things should say 15.
Yeah,
It
mine
shows
does that.
15 for us.
That's
It resets.
just 15 for us.
It's fine on my end, so just keep whatever
So
track
I'm
you got.
gonna go after the other bear. While
Okay.
Staying in attack range.
Bear time.
Bear.
Miss the claws. Hit on the bite.
Correct, indeed. Alrighty. Lottie, you're up.
I'm gonna say basically say don't panic and put my hand on Natas's shoulder and cast Bark Skin.
Ooh, okay.
I imagine that like small patches of like lichen start to like appear on his skin.
Thinks it's gross. Brushes it off.
He thinks it's horrible.
I'm
Yeah.
liking your new shirt.
And yeah, and then Lucky says, "Whatever, it works anyway."
All right. That's increased armor class on Natas.
And then he goes, "I thought it looked nice." That's it.
The animals are up. This wolf is going to start by... actually, this wolf's going to swing around here to Natas. So these wolves are both against Natas. 14 is not a hit, but a crit is a hit. And
Well, good thing we
then...
have Bark skinned. 14 would have hit, right?
No.
No, 16.
It's close,
was
though.
15. Yeah.
Close, though. And then we have a bite against the bear of Vaneros.
Which takes him out of that form back into...
Disadvantage on that attack. Though.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
The damage pulls through though, right? Last I checked.
Yes, it does.
4, 8, 13. Okay.
And the bear is going to try and claw you. 13.
Shit.
I have 14 armor class.
Woo! That is one of those right in front of the face.
Yeah, it's not updating the HP, but I am at 13 HP.
I see 13 on my end. We're all good. Natas, you're up.
Okay.
Vaneros is in a sticky spot.
Is this
I am
still
going to reckless attack the the wolf in front of me, in between us.
Let's do it. Hit.
And then this
It is bloodied. That
additional
is
3 radiant
11
damage.
points, which is the exact total you need to finish off the creature. It is down. Very good.
And then I'm gonna. Well, okay. First of all, I need to get up because I got knocked prone. Then I'm going to kill that guy, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to walk around. And that's my turn.
Go here. You're up. Let's go.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on myself. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna stab this wolf.
Let's see it.
20 for 8 damage, and then I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration and my.
Can you
What it's called?
add that to damage rolls with
Natural
your...
Inspiration. Oh, it's cast a spell. It's not do damage. Okay. Never mind then. I'm gonna do 8 damage to it then.
You got it. Creature's bloodied. Vaneros, you're up. There no longer has disadvantage. What you got? You can just do bear again, can't you?
Yeah, but are we gonna... We traveled a while, right? Like, it's like
Mhm.
3 p.m. at this point.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to the tomb, we would have need to rest anyway.
Yes.
So then... Shapeshift is a bonus action for me.
Yes, it is. Because you're cool like that.
So I'm gonna drop Moonbeam on
Ooh.
him. That's such bad damage. And then I'm gonna shapeshift back into bear.
So that's going to hit on the top of his turn, I believe.
Yeah.
And for 6. And then you are going back to Da Bear.
Bear. And I don't have it selected, but once you drop it back down, it might come back up for me. There you go.
There it is. Lottie, you're up.
Would Entangle work on the bear?
It could.
Good.
Could not.
Bear strong.
Bear's strong.
Hey, you did pretty good against the Etten and the Ogre skeleton the first session.
Buddy,
Yeah.
buddy, if you want to bonk this wolf here, that's wounded.
True. I'll bonk the wolf. That's less exciting.
And if you do
Do
still
the
have my
wolf
Bardic
bonk.
Inspiration, so if you get a low roll, you can roll that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. If my token will move, unless
There we go.
then one more.
Bunk.
Boom.
That's a hit. And the wolf goes blop. Returns to rest. It's bear time. The bear...
Wait, is it spooky bear time or regular bear time?
Spooky bear.
Spooky.
You attacks her or at advantage against Natas, right?
Correct.
Attack at advantage against
Wait.
Natas with the bite, and then claws normal attack against Vaneros's bear form.
Oh, very glad that
Vaneros,
works
you'll
now.
get there.
I'll
Good
get
thing I'm
there
a guest.
eventually.
Vaneros.
We'll forget
No, it's
about that.
worse. Then I get there faster if you're a main player because then you'd be back.
Exactly, that's my point. That's the sarcasm. You're gonna forget.
Sarcasm. I get it
Let's go.
always.
Lichen horns.
Never goes over my head.
Like,
Nos is gonna do a little bear wrestling and chop at its head with his axe.
8 points.
Reckless.
Hit.
5 radiant.
Tell us, what does the radiant damage look like when it manifests? Wait, here, you're up.
I think just like steam.
Steam. Ooh, that's kind of
Yeah,
spooky.
like, he just like slams into it, and then like smoke kind of like, well, steam comes like kind of billowing off of it.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Dub Bear has disadvantage, and that's your other ability for more damage.
That's the thing I tried to use with my rapier.
So that's 6 more damage.
Correct.
Bear is not looking good, and has disadvantage in the next attack roll. Now it is time for Good Bear.
Did the bear take the 6 damage from the moonbeam?
Ah, thank you for catching that. Moonbeam is confusing. Con save, right?
It's a tough one.
Okay.
Yeah, con save or half.
Okay, it
That's
takes half.
probably enough. That takes 3. If he lives another round, I'll reroll damage, I think.
Yep. Let's see it.
So I'm just gonna attack as bear. Woo!
Nice.
This is a particularly excellent battle.
Moment.
Bear versus bear. So how is the bear going to defeat the bear?
So I think he will like get on his hind legs and like go forward to try to get at his throat, and will topple the bear onto his back, the undead bear, and standing atop him with the undead bear on his back, he will bite the throat and literally rip it out and howl and roar in victory.
Not just
And then
the
he'll claw
throat,
it just
but the
for safekeeping.
spine that attaches its
Everything comes
head
out.
just tears away, and the creature drops to the ground, destroyed, and no longer an obstacle.
So the bear disappears around the corner and sees the barrier still intact.
It is a stone door, and it is covered in scratch marks from the animals.
Yes. But nothing got in, so he will come back from around the corner, and he will come out of his bear form, realizing that the threat has been handled.
I think Natas is gonna like fall down to his knees and like panically start trying to rip off the bark skin because he has no idea what's going on.
The lichen keeps coming back.
Yeah, he's like panicking at this point.
Hey, the trees expressly told you to not panic.
You could also just drop concentration.
Yeah. I
And
think you
it'll
noticed
just
is that
go away.
he holds it for like a little bit longer because it's funny. And then does it.
Latafolia, you feel a strange reverberation. Soft, almost too subtle to be picked up, but there's something very targeted about it. You are being sought. It's coming from the direction of around that corner.
Which corner?
The one that the bear came from, that Vaneros just
Oh,
peeked
God.
around.
Alrighty. Guess I'm gonna go there.
As Lottie is walking by, Vaneros will
He just kind of
say,
gently pushes Gwahir out of the way too, and is like sought on like out of the way. I got tree business.
yeah, so he'll say, "Thank you all for aiding me. I would not have been able to dispatch these by myself." As he notices Lottie, he will walk behind her and just say,
Him.
he like smiles and like he won't say anything. Sorry, he won't say anything, and he'll just follow Lottie. I assume Lottie's gonna go up to the door.
Is that where I'm being told to go?
It's what you sense.
The sense is from beyond the door.
Well, yeah.
And I know
yeah.
exactly what it is, so that's why I'm not saying anything yet. So he'll walk up next to you and put a hand on your shoulder and go, "I am not surprised that you hear the call."
Can you reach my shoulder?
It's a good question. I don't know how tall you are.
7 feet.
I could probably reach it, yeah. It's like up, but yeah. Do not worry. What you sense is not a threat. And he will unlock the door effectively.
You
and
would know
reveal-
the secret spell to release the seal. And within,
He turns and says thank you.
Within you see an altar, simple. Several candles sit upon it. Light cascades in from above through a small hole in the rocks, seeming designed to flow down onto the altar. And upon it sits what appears to be a tree root. This is what is calling you, Lottie.
So Vaneros will approach the altar. When he sees Lottie approach, he will put his arm out gently and just shake his head, not yet. He will kneel at the altar, just close his eyes and place his hands on the altar and his forehead on the altar, speaking softly, like so softly that it doesn't sound like words to people, just like that's. And then he kisses the altar as he stands up and steps back. This is the altar to the moon. It is a druidic holy site, one that my people used and I use still long ago. It has a particularly special meaning to me. You may pay your respects if you wish.
So, okay. Is the calling coming from the altar or the branch or the root?
The
branch
root
itself?
The root branch, and you even can watch as the ends of it seem to start to slowly be moving upwards and leaning in the direction of Latifolia, like it's slowly trying to reach out.
Lottie's gonna step forward, kneel down, and then put his hand out and attempt to communicate.
You connect.
Go ahead. My Vaneros sees it. He's not doing anything at the moment.
The root intertwines with the plants which make up your fingers, Lottie, and you feel a connection to another plant life. It doesn't so much speak to you, but rather convey a sense of likeness. You get the sense that this piece of plant has rested for a long time, and now finally has felt the presence of something like it. A plant that isn't simply grounded. There's a sense of there was waiting, and there is no longer. You feel like this thing wants you to take it with you.
Lottie's gonna turn to Vaneros and say, this is... Where did this come from?
He smiles, but his eyes still look sad. And he says, that is for tonight's tale. Though, I think it's time for me to let go.
And Lottie says, it is interesting that you would say that, and I do not know if you will believe me, but they want to come with me.
I believe you, in the same way that I trust Lapanor to guide me to you. The fates weave a strange tale, but as they do, I am but a pawn. I think you were meant to be here with me, as my dream vision showed, and I believe you are meant to take this for yourself. Come, let us leave this place. I will reseal the door when you are ready. And with that, he just steps back and gives you the space because he doesn't need to see you do it.
I think he's gonna pick it up with both hands and then...
As you pick this up, it's decently large, but carryable. How are you going to transport this item? Would you like put it on your back and then allow it and your back to kind of link together to hold it in place?
Yeah, it might be like some vines, free bungee cords.
Yeah, well, and it'll also like tie in with the bungee cords. And so let's see. I will give you this information now because you will, in a non-literary way, come to understand, first of all, that this root is a piece of what was once a greater ancient being known as a treant, and that it has within it some power remaining, and does require some caretaking in order to properly access that power. So while you are resting this eve, this is the information you will learn about the treant root.
Okay. Let me copy paste that. And I'll add it as an item after, I guess.
Perfect.
So I can hold on. I'm trying to find like a notepad I can.
No worries. It'll be in your journal, so you can find it there.
Okay. I'll just look.
And we're going to take this opportunity, as we are coming to 8 p.m. here, to take our break, as your group exits the Cave of the Moon, and will likely find a site to camp within the swamp on the way back to the Sage Clan settlement. That is presuming that you're going to take the opportunity for a campsite, which Vaneros has requested, versus
Sure.
heading to the settlement.
That's the least we can do if Vaneros is going to help us. I'm so excited to see what that stick does. Oh my god.
Oh,
Alrighty.
no.
Oh my
Sit
goodness.
outside with the trees.
Alrighty.
Oh no. How long is intermission?
10 minutes, starting now. We'll see you all shortly. And we are back, everyone. Let's continue.
Excellent timing, Chris.
I got my moments.
All right.
You all
We are
have camped as night falls, slightly off the road on the way back to the Sage Clan settlement. Here within the swamp, will you rest for the night? So, while you are here, what is it you all wish to discuss?
So Vaneros will say, I want to thank you all again for aiding me. That cave is of particular importance to me. Gwei here, I promised you a story. But first, you will share your music. I will try and share mine, but I expect my expertise may not match yours.
Where did you learn your music from? Like, what? I basically want to know, like, because I'm also a wood elf and I'm very old, so I feel like there might be some shared root of, like, our music knowledge.
I learned my music through time. I remember certain melodies from my childhood, but I was never a musician. I fashioned a flute that I have remade many times with different pieces of wood from the grove, seeking the sounds that I remembered. I can't be sure if they are close, but this is what I have now. And he pulls out a flute and hands it to you.
Oh, sick. Can I look at this thing? What is it? It's how I guess I want to know, like, how I'm the judge of character of, like, since I also make instruments, like the craftsmanship of this thing. So, what does it look like to me?
I think that the best way to describe it is if you had spent 300 years remaking a single flute design until you felt like it was just right and you cared a lot.
I think we have a similar methodology here, and I'm gonna hand you back the flute to my lyre. I'm gonna say this lyre. Have you heard of the ship of Theseus?
I don't think I have.
I guess
Though,
I'll allow it.
to be fair, my tribe was very secluded in a sense.
Theseus was an ancient mariner, and I guess it's more of a thought problem. If you, how much of the over time you have to replace pieces of the ship, like the hull, the oars, the sails, the wheel, the rudders. Over time, every piece in the ship has been replaced by something new. And at what point is it no longer the same object?
The strange thing that I found with my flute was wood being porous would cause the sound to change over time as the wood would age, as it would dry and crack, and I had to keep remaking it. And I found one particular wood that was strangely robust, and it stayed nice and saturated, and as it dried very slowly, the oils from my hands playing the instrument would slowly seep back in, and it created a strange, beautiful equilibrium until this flute, I knew, would never lose its sound.
That's incredible.
He's gonna try to play it, but no promises. Let's see what the
Performance
fates
check.
decide.
Roll it at
Exactly.
advantage because you are filled with inspiration by a bard here.
Yeah, I can.
That's an average performance. What you would expect from somebody who
Roll a d6.
Bless you.
It's okay. It's not bad. But he's not. He knows he's not a musician, and he's not had any training, and he also doesn't have an audience. He does this as like a self-soothe sometimes, when he's just being reflective, and sometimes literally like little animals will just hang out and listen.
Is it? So I think even without, like, knowing the particular song that you're doing, I probably have some idea of the music behind it, and I can probably play along with it in a basic sense.
This is the music of the Dreamers, as you'd have known it historically, and that detail seems to creep back into your mind.
Can I roll a performance check?
Certainly.
Nice.
Nice.
So I match it. I might even sing along. Would I know like lyrics to this piece, perhaps, or is
Roll
this
history. Yes.
Can,
They are elven words. To
can
be
I roll
fair,
as well? Because in one of the first episodes, I did know a song that Gwahir was playing.
Sure. Natas, make a Constitution saving throw.
what? Natas, where is Natas?
Natas is trying to hold back feelings, and he needs a.
Okay, you
He
can
buries it.
choose to stay awake if you would like.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna fall asleep.
Okay. As Natas flops over on the ground, he gives a which you all can audibly hear.
This is funny because I'm gonna start telling my story, and he'll be asleep for the whole thing.
He can wake up if he wants to. He succeeded.
So after Gwahir joins and plays his lyre and sings the lyrics that Vaneros has just not heard in a literally hundreds of years, you could just see the emotion in his eyes as he just recalls what childhood was living among his people, because they are long gone.
Do you know how to read music?
I do not. As I said, I've never learned. I just remember melodies, though you are quite a gifted musician, Gwahir. That was very beautiful.
I'm going to pull out a piece of parchment from my bag, and I'm going to write down the lyrics to this song and hand it to you.
Sure.
Um,
I will be sure to sing this when there is nobody around.
I'm sure
Now,
you can try and remember what your mother sounded like singing it.
oh, I remember. I just don't want to defile your ears. Now, you have upheld your end of the bargain, so I will share with you my story. When the humans first came to this valley about 370 years ago, my clan, or tribe if you will, lived and protected the Dreamgrove. That was our responsibility, to guard the spirit tree and protect the spirit within, Lapinor. Those of this valley know him as the Spirit of Dreams. I imagine some of you have experienced something similar.
Is that piece of wood that Lottie took from the grove what's left of the spirit?
The spirit still resides in the sacred shrine, though the story of that piece of wood might come at another time. You see, when the humans first arrived, my tribe sent a delegation to introduce ourselves and meet our new neighbors. There, we were introduced to the then founder of the Clan of the Sages, a man by the name of Haeglir Okinyol. It seems even today, his last name, the name of the leader, carries on, as you all met Ponek Okinyol. He had a daughter, Edith, and from the moment I first laid eyes on her, something within me awoke, and I fell in love. When we returned to the grove, our elder, the bear, received a message in his dreams from Lapinor, and it was a message to guide our people to new beginnings, to leave the valley in the hands of the now settling humans. I did not want to leave, and so I offered to remain as protector of the grove, but everybody knew it was because of Edith. And so I stayed, and we married, and I lived among the settlement with the humans. Her father grew old and he passed, and then Edith grew old and she too passed. We were never able to have a family of our own, but my time with her was the most beautiful years of my life. In the years that followed, I sensed that I did not belong among the people of the Sage clan anymore. I felt unmoored, like time was passing me by, and yet I could not move on. I could not forget my Edith. And so I returned to the grove to live alone. The powers I once wielded as a member of the Dream clan faded as I slept beneath the moon and took on the form of animal life as much as I could. It brought me comfort and made me feel at ease in the forest. And in time I began to acquire some of the powers from the circle of the moon. And so I went to the shrine that I remembered from my people, a small shrine to the moon, and I placed Edith's quarterstaff upon the altar. It became a sanctuary for me where I could remember my people and my love whenever I needed. That is why I sought your help. It would pain me to see that sacred place defiled. I can't tell you more about her quarterstaff. There were only stories that she shared, but truth be told, despite us being husband and wife, that item, I can only say, was something incredibly special to her.
I'll just give it freely.
It is not mine to give. When she passed, she was buried in the tomb, but she left the staff with me. And it seems, just as Lapinor guided us all those years ago, guided me here to Lottie, the staff reached out to Lottie, and now, from what I hear,
Yep.
though I have been in isolation in the grove for the better part of those 300 some odd years, all is no longer well. So I will do what I can to aid you. I will join you for this tomb. I will do what I can to ensure that it is not desecrated and defiled any more than it has already been. And I will help you calm the spirits. But after that, I believe I will return to this grove. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I think that's all you need of my tale to know a bit of why I'm here, what that quarterstaff is, and why I have my history with the clan of the Sage. And with that, he just stops speaking and pokes the fire a bit, looking just very pensive and a little sad.
Will
Thanks
anyone
for sharing.
I think Lottie would say from far away. He would ask, are you sure you are okay with me taking this with me?
It was never mine to give or keep. I was simply the caretaker. I have not seen that piece of wood move as long as I have had it on that altar. The last time I saw any life in that branch was when my wife still drew breath. I can only assume that you are meant to have this staff. It is not my place to decide its future. I am not the keeper of time. I am no spirit. But I do recommend that you care deeply for it, and perhaps you will be visited by Lapinor soon, and he will share with you what you are meant to know when the time is right. That much I believe. But it is for you, not for me.
With that, we're
Nod
going
his head
to...
and say thank you.
Fantastic. We're going to go to the morning of the next day as you all continue the journey ahead of you. Coming now back to the Sage Clan settlement.
Is there a long rest button?
There's not a button, you gotta do it manually.
So I'm back to, that means full hit points.
Full hit points,
Full,
And
full,
Full
spell slot.
resources.
most of your hit
Spell
die
slot.
come back. All your resources come back.
Not all my hit time. Shouldn't have done that.
In the time that we were in the grove, in the grove, I would have had a chance to probably overnight actually make a salve for you. So when you woke up, Natas, you would have a small pouch with a salve and a cream beside your bed.
He applies. Does it work, Jake Henry?
Yeah, you feel the stinging sensation begin to settle. It becomes, whilst still present, softer, and it feels soothed.
Natas adds a 13th step to his 12-step skincare regimen.
Yeah. Facts.
So, returning to the settlement of the Sage Clan, you are approached as you arrive by Ponek, who says, "Oh, hello everyone. Here, come aside with me, please, for a moment." And he has a seat on this little stool over here.
Lottie stays exactly where he is.
Then Lottie will not be able to hear what this man is saying as he's speaking in a hushed tone.
That's fine.
What he will say, the two of you
He's
is...
not going near. He's not
Great.
going near the fire.
That's fair.
Absolutely not.
Can you stand like 10 feet behind him in the bush?
You feel a soft, like, discomfort from the root that is attached to your back, sharing the dislike for flame.
Hold on, let me see if I see this.
And it's not just a like haha tree character fire. Like there is a story.
Yeah, no, I don't even notice. I don't really notice people's feelings.
So, what is going to be said to you now by Ponek is this.
Hold on, I'm gonna deafen myself and have you tell me later. 'Cause I can't hear.
Sure. All right. I've spoken with the others. They don't want to release the roots that bind closed the gates to our tomb, and I think they're wrong. I think it's in our best interest that the four of us head over there right now and take care of business.
I don't trust this guy.
I mean, I do. So I will. Vaneros will reply. If you don't want to put yourself in danger, if you teach me the spell, I will be able to remove the roots without you.
You'll need my blood to enter the tomb proper, and to pass through the doors within.
Then you will come with, and I assure you, as a promise, I will do everything I can to ensure that as little of that tomb is desecrated as possible.
Good. Then let us go. And gets up and immediately starts kind of wobbling with his large walking staff. Moving along. He's ready to go.
Alright. So I guess we're good.
Well, you said not to desecrate anything, so I feel like I just shouldn't come.
Natas, you can desecrate a little bit.
You can desecrate the things that are hitting you. I'm just not gonna let you go like rummaging through other people's tombs. Like hit things. You love that shit. See, I swore I knew it was inevitable.
All right.
I'll think about it.
You're continuing
like-
on then.
I feel like I gave you salve, and now I have your loyalty.
Give me this awesome coconut ointment. It just like soothes the skin so much.
Boom. The tree eventually comes with us.
On the inside, Natas is just like a total fashion queen.
I'm assuming you were signaling to me earlier, or maybe I just came in at the right time.
I would have gestured to come with.
No, I'm saying because I couldn't hear.
Oh,
yeah,
I
no.
muted everything. I was like, well,
That's
I
fair.
didn't establish anything.
I just be like, come with us.
Honek, along with you, travels. You make your way up the road, north, heading now. And it's here that we will next come.
He kind of figured how the conversation would have gone.
As he continues along the road.
Should have packed extra socks today.
Lottie's gonna do his little treeing.
I'll follow.
Hold there, everyone,
Behind.
please. Because, as you are moving along, there is a shifting within the trees, and as Lottie, you shift into this tree, you immediately feel a sensation bubbling upon you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Nope.
That's the tree I shifted into. I would
Oh.
have shifted out of the other one.
That's okay. It happens at the one you shift into as well. I need you to
So
make a
that's what
Constitution
I'm
saving
saying.
throw.
I'm assuming I have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gross.
4 Constitution.
Ew. Whoa.
Alright. Half of that damage. Because within this tree you hear a...
No!
And
Gross.
from all of the trees in this area you hear cries.
Does it round up or down for poison?
Down.
So 2.
Damage pretty much always rounds down when halved.
This creature has just spiked you with some blisters. And I need everyone to roll initiative, as they are all around you.
Question.
Oh.
Would I recognize these?
Yes, you would recognize blister fungus. It is a dark contaminant, an invasive species, essentially, that has made its way into these woods. And whenever you find it, you try and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Is there anything need to know about it? Like, as soon as you get close, it pops spores, or when you hit it, or when
Yeah.
it dies? Like,
When it dies, it explodes with spores that are very hurtful, and it from quite far away can impose blisters upon you. So it's bad. Okay?
so I will share that to be wary when they die. They will erupt a bit.
And like he says, unfortunately, it is not our first time meeting these creatures.
Vaneros, you're up first.
I will do the shillelagh.
Yushilele.
The shillelagh. And I will approach. And I will two-handed. Why does this look the same as the one-handed?
Damage die should
What's
be
two-
different.
Oh, a
D8.
D6, D8.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I hit this guy.
Bonk. You whack him, he bursts, and you take 5 poison damage.
Oh, there's no resistance
Nope.
or saves against those?
Correct.
Oh boy.
Ouch time. Ponek is up.
Ouch. Okay.
He is going to conjure some fire in his hand and hurl it at the blister fungus near to Vaneros,
Got it.
bursting it. Takes me a
Little out of
second, but I
range
get there.
Of the eruption
And
ring.
a lot of folio, you're up.
Okay. Do that. Cool. I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm going to Thorn Whip.
Whip.
Oh, that's not great, but this one right here.
A 10 is a hit, exactly. You deal
Oh, good.
3 damage to it.
Make sure-
It's still
Very good,
alive,
yeah.
and then it's pulled towards you. Natas.
Can you choose not to pull it? Is that like a part of the
I don't
spell?
think so. Maybe.
I don't think so. It doesn't say choose. If the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So it is
Yeah.
up to 10 feet.
Yeah, I think if you choose, you can leave it at full
Natas,
reach,
I
but-
would like to note for you that 2 of these fiends are not like the others. I'm going to put little flag icons on the ones that I'm describing here,
Holding a flag.
because they are carrying silver-tipped javelins.
Excuse me?
That's insane. Also,
They-
it says up to 15 feet, so the implication there is you can choose how far. So
There you
you,
go.
could probably choose to pull it 0
So,
feet.
Natas, what are you doing? Also, I should note the javelins
Yeah.
are held the front end by one of the fungus and the back end by the other. It's a 2-man job.
Aww.
And they're growling at you, and they look like they want to cause you to turn into blistery goop, and then they eat you. What you gonna do?
Mm.
Still cute.
Does this guy get pushed? Or sorry, pulled? Or is he staying where he was?
I think he'll just stay.
Okay.
If
Because
if
then
that's
it,
cool.
then
That's
it changes
fine.
my plan.
That's fine.
Actually, no. Leave
Yeah,
him where he
I-
was. Leave him where he was. I guess I would have.
We're just gonna keep changing Chris's plan. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna throw a
You're
javelin
perfect.
at the bloodied one. then.
Tactical combat.
Javelin, 10.
It hits. It dies.
It doesn't actually
Ah,
take
goes the
rage damage, so
band.
it's just 5.
Perfect. It goes splat. There's a of toxic spores. Go here. You're up.
Well,
I was gonna say, Lottie, fucking run! And I'm gonna run down the road.
I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers centered on this boy.
Wait, why are you running that way?
The last time I fought one of these things, I got literally covered
Yeah.
in poison and nearly died. So
So you're traumatized.
The big
5
buff
cube.
guy is like, oh no.
well, I think they're slow. So just move.
A cube 5 feet on either side. So that's just gonna get 1.
No, it
Yeah.
should get all. It should get all of them.
Okay. Perfect. I mean, it'll get
2 of them.
2 of them. Yeah. No, that's not 5 feet on either side. That's 10 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet on either side, on each side.
No, it's a square. It's just like a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can
fuck.
do it in the middle, but it's
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you can
You can
lay it
still
on
get 2 of
10.
them. Whoa, they take that damage when they start their turn. So their
If
turn
that's,
starts.
sorry, if that's the case, I'm gonna use it on these 2 back here. Then I'm gonna.
Okay. They die. And they pop, and their javelin falls on the ground. The other blister fungus are up. These 2 clowns are going to start rushing forwards, javelin in hand, shouting,
I gotta ask, is there a penalty to their movement because they're trying to coordinate 2 dum
"Oh
dums?
yeah, they're dashing right now."
Okay, I'm just checking.
They're
'cause
dashing to try and
coordination here
reach all
is
over here.
questionable.
It's
Yeah.
very properly choreographed. They practiced.
Yeah. Okay, this one's gonna run right up to you, Lottie, and I need a saving throw from Lottie.
Constitution?
Yes, and then this one's gonna run right up between the two of you, and Natas, save. And then this one's gonna try and invoke it on our druid friend here. He's fine.
And he's a dwarf. Well,
Vaneros, you're up.
I will. Man, I will hit this one. I will try to hit this one.
Whack. You whack it. You and
Does it-
Natas both take 5 points of poison damage as it bursts.
Okay.
You guys, I love these guys. Aren't they great?
I fucking hate them.
I think they're adorable.
Like, I don't need to stab any of them. So I'm having a great time.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay. Honek is going to cast. You good?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna try to distract him and separate him.
Did you
So
take?
again, like, I'll.
Did you take the damage from the one that popped, Boris?
Yeah, and then I healed. So I took 10
Thank
and
you.
I healed
Yep.
7.
All right. Honek is going to cast Produce Flame again, and he's going to cast it on this one right next to you, Lottie. The flame does not extinguish the life of this creature. Instead, there's a small tuft of smoke emanating from a now singed and burning, toxic smelling thing. He's going to move back this way and say, set it up for you. You're up.
I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to this tree and try to merge into it and come out way over here.
Okay.
Just remember, if you leave the space, you provoke attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it doesn't attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's very good to know.
That's fine. It can do. It doesn't. You said
It does
or
not.
Does? Yeah. No. I'm gonna go over here, and like, well, I guess I'd come out like over. No, I don't want to pull that thing. Yeah. Thinking.
Okay.
Thinking hard. Right here, and then I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip on the bloodied one. And
Okay.
Definitely not pull it towards me.
You got it. It goes poof. It is gone. No more problem from that one. Natas.
All right, I'm gonna throw a javelin at the flagged fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Awesome.
You're not rolling at advantage, I presume.
No. Yeah, that's a nat one. So I'm gonna go get some cover behind the tree.
Okay. Go here, you're up.
I'm going to Vicious Mockery, the front one. I'm actually, gonna do that.
It fails! It has disadvantage as the next attack roll!
It doesn't make attack rolls, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna run over here.
Yeah, it does! It's got a javelin! Ah! Alright, the blister fungus are up. Alright, Vaneros, you're in range, so these two guys are gonna haul their butt over here and they're gonna come get you with their javelin. Here they come. Disadvantage.
So
happy you
comical.
got to use this.
Ugh.
Plus one javelin.
And then I'm gonna also need, because you're right there with him. It's con save from Vaneros as well. From these last three little dipshits.
Oof.
Oof. Pardon my language. Vaneros, you're up.
He will try to hit the one in the front.
Natas, you are hiding so far away that you're behind the initiative order on stream.
Nice.
Giant troll with a big skull wand right into the face. These little guys. It hits.
Does that hit?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know why everyone's getting so close to that. Okay.
It blows up.
goes poof.
I will again healing word myself.
Okay.
Nice. Getting good with those rolls.
And Onek will step out, produce some flames. Miss Lottie. You whip again.
Whip it real good.
That's a miss by 1. Natas.
Okay. Gonna run forward.
You will
And
all
throw
be
a javelin
defeated
at-
by the blister fungus.
The one that's 10 feet away from
Yeah.
Moffrey.
Hit.
15.
Pop. Is gone. Go here.
How far? 5. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna throw a fish. No, throw a dagger at this thing, but I have disadvantage because he's 25 feet away from me. Things aren't hard to hit, right?
It is still alive.
Of course I rolled a 1.
It's going to rush up to Lottie and attempt to cause blisters on Latifolia. Ah, Vaneros, you're up.
Oh shoot, sorry.
I will
Oh, do I? Yeah.
smack him.
You miss. Onek is up.
All right. I will step away.
And-
So they don't do attack of opportunity.
Fire flies right past you, Lottie, and the creature bursts as Ponek destroys it. And you take 6 points of poison damage. We are out of combat, though.
Okay. I'm gonna do the water skin. I don't
Nice.
remember how to read the thing that it does.
1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Also, there's some +1 javelins getting thrown around. Can I just take a look at these?
Oh no.
There certainly are
Um,
2 of them.
Ooh. Nice.
You should
So-
take those to top.
Vaneros will approach Lottie and say, "Do you have a spell for your wounds?"
Give me 1 second. Find a map. He's like, I'll be fine.
And he'll do the same with Natas. "Would you like a spell for your wounds?"
Sure.
Ponek will say to you all, "Well fought. That was a good battle. Let's continue whenever you're all ready."
And before, as everyone starts to walk away, he'll lean toward Natas as he heals him to full and just go, "If you ever need to talk about your mental wounds, I am here." And he'll just walk away. "For I cannot heal those with magic." He'll notice that you just we're terrified of these little things.
Lottie, roll me
But
a
you're-
con save.
You should be back at
I
full.
do? From what?
Constitution saving throw. Just roll it.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
For the record, it's not that he's afraid of them. He just doesn't want to get near them
Thank
because
you.
they blow up. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's how Vaneros interpreted it. Vaneros also has healing spells, so he doesn't understand. To him, this is a pest of the woods, and he just always will destroy them.
Yeah, I'll kill them, but with a javelin. That's all I'm saying.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Vaneros, you're going
your
to
reaction
get,
was like,
cancer or something.
Well,
he's
you know,
500
Lonnie's
plus.
getting-
He's lived a good life. He's not exactly.
so
The bane
Holding
of
on.
all adventurers.
does Natas have or when you have javelins, you have a set number, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But you can pick them up after the fight.
Right.
Usually.
Yeah, but I lost one because I threw it at the trolls, and then we got our ass whooped and we ran away. I didn't get to pick it up.
We
So-
did run away. And then
I
Lottie
got
was like, finally.
Better spares.
Approaching now, the tomb of the Shapeshifter. Ponek will step forward, moving up towards, you can see, 4 druids of the Sage Clan. He will say, My druids, the council has decreed the tomb is to be opened so that myself and these brave heroes of the Valley of Rain might cleanse the corruption from within. This man will step forward and say,
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Ponek, I know of your desire to enter the tomb, but I am somewhat alarmed to hear news that the council has decreed to open the tomb. In fact, I might wish that the other members should present themselves before we should lower the barriers. Ponek will look over his shoulder towards the rest of you and kind of give a... say.
Vaneros will approach. What does he look like? Like, what race and age?
This guy? This man is a half-elf.
Okay.
There still seems to be some of that lineage mixed in here.
Okay. He will speak to him and just say, the concerns of the valley spread far beyond the reaches of this clan alone. These travelers that are with us have dealt with this before, and they know of how to cleanse the tomb. I know you in your heart do not want the desecration of our loved ones and our lost ones. Please, allow us there, allow us in, and we can end this and go back to focusing on the threats at hand, not worrying about whether the ones we love will attack us.
Ponek gives kind of a nod, hand on your side. Thank you. And the druid will say,
That's so good.
Roll it. You're not wrong.
No, I just wanted to see because I was going to roll with advantage anyway. But no, it was an RP persuasion anyway. It's not just like I try to convince him.
he's gonna say, your point is well made. He looks to the others and says, I think it is fair that we might allow you entrance. Though we will close the way behind you until so much as you have vanquished that which is within. Is that not fair? And Ponek will shrug and, yeah.
That is fair.
So he will step back, and the four druids will focus their energies upon these vines, pulling them away and making clear the way to enter.
Before they do that,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not going to do anything. I want to look at something.
Mm-hmm.
Are these vines, like, could something small climb through?
Oh, yeah. They certainly, like, wind their way across, intertwine themselves with one another, and essentially form, like, this big net, preventing any large creatures from making their way out. But, yeah, it's...
Because I don't think Lati would go into a tomb and agree to have the doors shut behind him.
Okay,
But,
yeah, well...
but vines that he could,
Yeah.
turn
You
into a
could
lizard and get out of.
you could travel through
Yeah.
plants through the vines.
Oh yeah. See that? Yeah, that's no problem. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you meant like a door or.
No, well, there are doors within, but these vines are what's going to get closed against, so.
Okay.
All right, y'all going in? Ponek is leading the way.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but Lottie's going last because I do not want to be up front with Fireman.
I will be close to the elder because I will be on the lookout for names on tombs and damage and making mental notes of things that might need to be mended and repaired. I actually have the spell mending, Jake Henry, so
All right.
as I'm passing through, if I see like small things that I could just like gently touch to mend as we go, you will just notice Vaneros doing that out of respect as he passes through.
Fantastic. Alrighty. The doors ahead are closed. And Ponek will say, that shouldn't be the... nonetheless, let's move up. And he's going to walk towards them and cut his hand a little bit and say, whenever you're ready, I will open the doors.
As he does that, I cast Shillelagh just to have it ready.
You
As he
also can
opens the
hear, as you're all speaking and approaching the doors, a sound of thunk, thunk, thunk thunk on the other side of the door. It says, I think we may have company prepared for us. Are you all ready?
Dodge action.
Ish.
Alrighty. He is going to open the doors, revealing that which is behind. Skeletons.
Ugh.
Everyone, roll initiative. You can get your dodge action, but here we go.
Oh yeah.
What? I didn't select my thing. Damn it. Oh, I rolled better the second time. Wait, why is Natas before me?
Because I don't think he's. Well, yeah. Why
it
am
just
I?
doesn't sort. It doesn't sort yet. Until everything starts, then it does that. Yeah.
I was confused. I'm like,
It does that is I do that. Alright, Quay here.
It
You are up
is
first.
Jake Henry God.
Can I do Cloud of Daggers?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yes. Fantastic. Daggers begin to manifest from nothingness, almost conjured from space itself, and swirl around, striking these.
Bardic Inspiration on myself as well.
Okay. Vaneros.
So, I can't end my turn in the same square as another, but in this turn, switch spots with him if he agrees, even though
You can share his.
Theoretically,
You
it
can
would
share an
provoke an
ally's
attack of
space, make your attack, and
hold
as
on.
long as you're stepping out of it.
Yeah, but then will I provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yes, it will.
Right, that's the dilemma.
Yep.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, just to make sure that these die then, is I'm going to drop Moonbeam on the exact same square as the Cloud of Daggers, so that on their turn, the Cloud of Daggers and Moonbeam should hit them at the same time.
Hallelujah! That's awesome. Lottie.
And I will hold my position.
Can I I feel like can I prepare a spell?
Yes.
And then when I cast it, it doesn't count as a thing later on?
Now, if
No.
it's leveled,
Yeah, if it's a leveled spell, it does.
it uses the slot.
Yeah.
But also, if
don't
you
use the spell.
hold,
No, it uses
Yeah.
a slot, but it doesn't count as an action?
Counts as an
Yeah,
action.
so you're using your action now to prepare to use the spell, which you'll then use your reaction to use whenever the trigger comes up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in this combat?
if it doesn't happen before your next turn, you actually lose the action and the spell.
Right. So with a leveled spell, I've sometimes been forgiving about that, but that is technically the rules.
And
Yes.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Do you want to
can-
just
well,
move
you
up?
can whip them.
Yeah, just do a thorn whip or something.
I was just gonna do Entangle, but I don't want to waste.
That's
So
fair.
you can just
yeah.
whip them and not pull them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And is that within your range? Yep, perfectly. Whoop! You just give this dude a little thunk on the noggin. Ponek is up, and he is going to, yeah, he's just going to cast Shillelagh and swing his weapon. 13 is going to hit, and crit, and this thing is bloodied. Skeletons are up.
I read Ponek as Bonknek.
So there's Cloud of Daggers and Moonbeam.
So Cloud of Daggers is 10 points of damage. Moonbeam is more than that, so these skeletons cannot survive.
If they fail.
They're more.
No, even if they succeed, they can't survive. Both of them.
Oh, okay. Then I will drop Moonbeam as soon as they all drop.
Are there
Well,
more?
Yeah, I'll see
are
if
there
there's if
skeletons?
more show up.
Oh, there
first.
are more skeletons around the corner.
You can move
Okay.
Moonbeam.
Yep, I can. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll let them just pile in. Yeah, this is great.
You
I'm
also
putting a bottleneck
hear
there.
from either end of these hallways. "Roar!"
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's on. Ponek has already went, right?
Did that
Yes.
sound like the bear earlier?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
So you've got 2 inbound, and a way clear ahead past your damage spell.
Mm-mm.
Natas, you're up. What is the choice here?
Are we holding this? This
I mean,
corridor.
we have our AoE shit here, so we should.
Yeah, I think it's a great bottleneck tactically.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, then I'm just gonna whack the only one that I can. Going to rage
Okay.
and not attack recklessly. $13.
Hit. Kill.
Nice.
Hooking around, and the skeletons which did not choose to strike around the corner, you get that. Down it goes. Go here.
I'm gonna do a vicious mockery on that back right one that I can see. He has disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on top.
Okay. Vaneros.
I think I'm just gonna step back, hold the spell, and just tell Ponek to hold the line, and if he needs to swap, to just call it, as well as if he needs some heals, I have one left. But otherwise, to just continue to bottleneck them.
He'll nod. What spell are you holding?
I'm holding Moonbeam still.
Oh, I see. Fantastic.
It's just concentration, so I wanted to step back so they can't hit me, but every time they enter, as soon as they come in, it's going to strike them.
Okay. Latifolia.
I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm gonna cast Entangle on this, I guess, centered here in the middle.
Okay.
And obviously
More area effects.
not catching Natas. No.
Would you like to prepare that spell to cast once they move into the cloud of daggers that's sitting in the middle there?
If they survive.
Oh yeah.
The cube of daggers.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
may
yeah,
even
yeah.
want to just keep thorn whipping here, because these guys are just marching in and getting meat grindered right now.
Yeah.
Can I reach that one in the back?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
You could also
Yeah,
wait
go
till
for
the
it.
bear shows up.
I don't
'Cause
think I can entangle the bear though.
You can, it's just harder because he's stronger.
Oh, true. Okay.
Hit damage. Good. Ponek's up. Ponek is going to bonk.
You.
He hits exactly, and or a little more than exactly. Smacks this one down. Skeletons are up. Skeleton marches into the pit. Roll damage, please.
Are we doing it for this round, basically?
Yes, please. 8 from the cloud of
2d10.
damage automatically, and then 5 at the minimum. 8 plus 5. Skeleton dies. Skeleton dies. Skeleton dies. 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 All of these skeletons cannot survive, and also do not have the intelligence to know not to march headlong into this pile of blades and light, and are all destroyed. Which leaves us just with the big boys.
This is an excellent outcome.
Oh yeah, we learned the hard way the first time around that.
And the bears are going to move in as well, so they're going to make the saves against the things.
The Moonbeam.
Con, right? Okay, number 1 succeeds,
Yeah.
number 2 fails.
Yeah.
We've also got a couple of wolves flanking in behind them. Alright, so the damage to the Moonbeam is 11, so that's 11, so that's 5 and 11. And they do get to make attacks. Natas, here it comes. Bite, claws. Woo!
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Good thing I'm raging.
And the
Yeah.
next one is
Oh, that
against
4
our
damage.
sage friend. Okay,
Eesh.
you're up, Natas.
Yeah, I'm just doing the math real quick on the damage. So -5, -6.
1.5 damage.
How's Ponek looking? I don't know what level he is.
He's
or-
just above bloodied.
I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay, go here, you're up.
It's like try to keep them pushed into the
Fantastic.
I'm going to use... Is this a concentration spell? Of course it is. I'm not going to use that spell. I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on the right one.
You got it. Fail, 3
Well,
points.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration to add an extra 5 damage to that.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do nothing else.
Vaneros.
I will step up. I will cast Cure Wounds on. Oh yes, Max Heal on Ponek, and then I will step back and I will say, "Take a defensive position. Hold them in position, and they will die upon themselves."
Good. He says, Lottie, you're up. What you doing?
I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do this entire time.
Entangle. The burrs. Roll.
Daubers.
Da
Great.
burrs.
Oh, no!
Love that.
Da burrs are strong.
Hooray.
So they will save, unfortunately. It is a 20-foot square, so you should be able to get one of the dogs in it as well. So I will roll for them. Ponek's up.
Forgot they
Ponek,
were there.
Redemption.
I
Ponek
can't
is
see.
going to dodge, and that is to the enemy turn. Wee fun. I need to get to Undead Wolf to roll a strength save. There it is.
Eh.
Alright. One of the wolves, right or left? Lay.
Left.
Left one is tangled. Bear attacks Natas with disadvantage.
Wait, but first they start their damage, don't
Thank you. Yes, 12 to each. And then
So
con
that's-
saves.
they? Con saves for that.
They succeed on both con saves. They take 5 only from that. They're
Is the
bloodied.
disadvantage because of the terrain?
No, so the disadvantage is because Natas took the action of dodging, causing him to automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack rolls have
Great
disadvantage,
disadvantage.
and I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so attack against Natas, and another one.
Nice.
No
Save it.
bueno. And then attack number 1, and then number 2 against Ponek. Ponek is just gonna not get hit by that second one.
Woo!
Natas, you're up.
Do it again.
Dodge, and I'm gonna drink the rainwater. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
+1, right?
Yep.
Mockery on the right guy.
You got it. That is wisdom. He succeeds. Vaneros.
I'm gonna do nothing.
Okay. You wanna,
Use your action.
Don't want to use a cantrip or anything?
So my cantrips, I have no offensive cantrips. You only get 2, right?
Got you. Okay.
Not much of a fighter. Given
Lottie.
You want
my
to steal
style.
some of my javelins? They're just on my back.
I trust what we're doing is effective.
Okay.
That didn't work.
It's working quite well.
Says the guy who's not having an undead bear chomp at his fucking head.
Left or right?
Yeah, but-
Bear, Lottie.
Left.
Left one. Okay. Left one takes the 5 points. Ponek is up. He's going to take the dodge action again. And the bears are up. And the bears are attacking at disadvantage against both of you.
Wait,
Bite.
damage first. Damage
Ooh,
first.
thank you. Too many things. 10 for sure. Okay, the left. Both bears cannot survive. Both bears are destroyed.
It's
And
like a pile of bodies.
the wolves mindlessly rush
Run
in and share
die.
the fate of the bears. Actually, not. And the one on the left is going to have to try and break its entangle first. It successfully breaks its entangle and then runs in and,
And then
dies.
runs into its death. Amazing.
It's like, I think it's in Guardians of the Galaxy. There's like this random pit, and somebody gets pushed into it, and the second he does, he just like explodes into ribbons.
Yeah.
No questions are
And
asked.
so with that, we are out of combat.
Okay, now I need Natas to cleave through the pile of bodies.
And I
Yeah, can
presume,
you imagine?
yeah,
I'm pretty
actually,
sure-
I presume the cloud of
pretty
daggers goes down as does the moonbeam.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the Cloud of Daggers made it all
Cube
very
of
like
dagger.
mulchy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Yeah.
I just kept chopping for a few rounds.
Very squelchy.
I hand to Natas a rag.
Thank you.
I think I did over like 100 damage that cloud of daggers. That was great.
That was pretty wicked.
So, Vaneros just nods and says to the group, "This is quite the collection of warriors, if I might say so myself. That was truly remarkable."
Yes, Punik will say, you fought well these past 2 days.
That was the easy part down here, I think.
Yeah, it's about to get like way worse.
We're gonna have to do some really dumb puzzle.
Let's continue.
Vaneros gets really confused as the puzzle part is worse than 2 undead bears and like 20 undead other things.
And this section, wait, Natas, the floor.
So Ponek knows the tomb, right?
No, he's not been inside before.
He's just like the keeper of the door. Or?
Yeah, he's able to unlock the doors. His blood.
Ponek, check the floor in front of you.
Would I know it? Would it have been built at least partially?
Yes, I will give you that. I think there's historical precedent for that, and you know then of the nature of the upcoming hazards.
So I will offer to take lead.
You know of the challenge of the turtle, which is the animal challenge of this tomb that is right before the final chamber. You don't know its nature, but you know it exists. And you know that directly ahead in this hallway, beneath 2 of the stones, are false stones, which will fall out and send the triggerer of that said trap into a watery slide through an underground river into some brambles.
Okay, so I will mention this to them, and I will offer to lead, and I will use my quarterstaff to like hit the stones as we go to see if I can set them off so that we see where those 2 traps are.
Knowing exactly what you're looking for, I'm going to not have you roll for these, and I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to go, let's do, give me just the one I can paint with, please. Freehand, this one and this one are not safe. As you tap your quarterstaff on those, the stone breaks away, and you can hear a ka-choo and a whoosh into a river of flowing water beneath.
So I will say I was only aware of the 2, but that is not to say that things weren't changed or added. I have not been here for an extremely long time, but it is a tomb, not exactly a place known for frequent renovation. So he'll hop over this and continue doing what he was doing just in case.
Okay. You will be unassailed as you approach the next door.
Okay.
And then once everyone walks past the toss, he's going to take a look at these glowing roots again. Can I try to do another medicine check to see what the fuck these things are?
You got it.
I didn't mean to put myself up there.
I got you.
I'm sorry.
You good.
19.
Spoiler, there's more skeletons.
What? That's unbelievable.
In a tomb?
What are you trying to discern about this?
I guess if there's just like a medicinal property of it.
You are certain that this is not what was applied to your wound before, and you don't know. I mean, it's weird. It seems like it's got this glow to it. And
1 second. I'm getting interrupted. I'm sorry.
That's all good. It's not helpful. You can go ahead and get ready for the next door. It's a light bulb.
A light bulb.
After this, I have a story about bioluminescence.
So is this door similar to the one that we had before?
Ponik is prepared to open it.
I will like gesture for him to just hold off for a second. I stab not stab. I like hit my quarterstaff against the door 2 times to just make a knocking sound and wait to see if anything on the other side will move toward the door.
You hear a tuk, and then a bonk, 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 bonk.
Okay. I will step back and I will ask Natas to take up point again with Ponek
I'm certain he would be willing to do that.
and say, let us try to execute our previous strategy once again.
I don't have another cloud of daggers.
I have one more moonbeam, but you have other things that you can use.
Okay.
And as he opens the door, I'll cast Shillelagh again, just in case.
Alrighty. In that case, he's going to push open the door, and waiting for you are, surprise, more skeletons! Everyone roll initiative.
Could I have readied that once the door opens and I see them, I moonbeam?
I am fine with that, yes.
So let's do that. And that's going to be my last spell slot.
Ooh my. Nothing left for the last room.
Nope, but I do have 2 shape changes left.
It's okay. I've got a few entangles. We're okay.
So
Okay.
if you want to draw a square or just to mark the 5-foot radius on the...
I'll leave that to you guys.
I don't usually draw things.
Ben was
Hold on.
drawing earlier. He can take care of it, I'm sure.
Huh.
I need to roll for our new friends.
This music is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Every time I hear it, I'm like, yes, battle time.
Alrighty. We have initiative. Oh, that's right. I needed to get our buddy here open and click him in. Alright. Natas is gonna see the door open. He's gonna use his ready to attack to swing his axe. And then he's gonna take the dodge action on his turn. Vaneros, you're up.
I already cast Moonbeam, so I think I'm gonna just chill.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't really have like a long range thing, unless like there's no way I can use my quarterstaff to like poke through
Okay.
without a provoking attack of opportunity, you know?
Perfect. Go here.
Well, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Wow, you have
Like
mocked
this
skeleton.
one. Yeah.
The one right next to Ponek?
Yes.
Done.
Not going to be particularly useful this combat.
Lottie.
I'm gonna Thorn Whip the one that's been mocked.
Perfect. The tree man cometh. Damage is done. Ponek's up. He's gonna swing out his whack. And this guy goes bye-bye. He gets whacked. Skeletons are up. March, march.
Moonbeam.
March, march. Moonbeam time.
See how many get insta-gibbed. Without the daggers, it's going to be a little bit slower. They're not particularly vulnerable to radiant, are they?
Not specifically. Okay,
I don't think-
1 and 3 take the full 10. The others take 5. Natas, you're up again. You
Chris, you're
muted.
muted.
We can't hear you.
You can hear me now. I'm just gonna rage and take the dodge action. This is a lot of skeletons.
Well, if you rage and take dodge, don't you lose your rage? Don't you have to attack?
If I get attacked,
Oh, that's true. If you take damage, right? Or get
Yeah.
attacked? Something like
Mhm.
that. I don't remember what the
Yeah,
rules
which-
for Barbarian.
Good damage.
Don't know which one it is, but Vaneros, you're just holding your moonbeam. Go here.
Well, I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery again. This one's gonna be a little more grindy
Actually,
because
this-
I don't have any spell slots.
Yeah, these skeletons did survive, so this is going to be a short sword against the Yeah, don't worry about the short swords. Gway here, you're mocking the one up front. Wisdom save. Alrighty. Next round of skeletons. This one is still standing. Lottie.
The bloodied one in front of Ponek was his name?
Yeah. Thwack. Down it goes. He's up. He's gonna bonk the one in front of Natas. We are trying to grind down these bones. Skeletons move in. Moon beam, baby. Believe.
I'm into roll. Roll your cons.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3.
Boom!
Heck yes. All right. Number 3 takes 8 and is bloodied. The other 3 are blasted away in a ray of light.
And more walk into their place.
You know what? I mean,
They would.
they would.
It's all the same turn. Let's see how many I can kill with that high damage.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Oh, baby.
Wom, wom, and wom. And we've got a bomb, bomb, bomb. 1, 2, 3. All right, these guys are saving. These guys are taking the 8. Still
A lot of damage.
very soft, and yet there is a new element to be concerned with. As from behind these skeletons come floating heads wreathed in flame, and they are going to attempt to shoot rays
hell
of
no.
flame at those in the front lines. There's Ponek
Where are
towards
they?
Natas. They are
don't
just
see
around
them.
the corners.
Oh, okay.
14 for Natas is not a hit. Natas, you're up.
I think I'll just attack the one in front of me. Actually, that's irrelevant. Guess I'll throw a javelin
Okay,
at the floating.
you got
Do you
it.
have disadvantage? Yeah, you have
Yeah, it is
right?
disadvantage because you got a guy in front of you bothering you.
11.
No.
I guess the skull. They're probably very small.
Click clink. It clinks against the stonework. Vaneros, hanging out. Quay here, mocking.
Can I see the flame souls? Can't really with my vision here.
You can lean into Natas's space.
Cool. Can I cast
Lean on me.
hideous laughter on the leftmost one?
Yeah.
That is an awful image in my head of a
wisdom save.
floating flame-wreathed skull that's just laughing.
What's
Well,
the
it
saving
is
throw?
almost
Wisdom.
Halloween.
Yeah, wisdom.
Fail.
Cackle, cackle, cackle.
Good.
Alrighty, cackle, cackle, cackle. He's gonna be disabled next turn. Awesome. Lottie.
Yay. I'll go for the same spot I've been targeting this entire time.
You got it.
The spot in front of you.
Whip it good. Ponek's gonna hold his attack to strike a skeleton that is standing after they've all entered the meat grinder. Let's see the meat grinder damage, please, Boris. 9. Okay, so these guys actually can survive.
Womp womp.
Number 2 survives with 1 point. This guy dies. This guy dies. This guy dies. And this guy moves forward and gets thwacked with the stick
Big whack.
and dies.
Okay. And now let's see what enters the space.
Bum, bum, bum. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Can you move the,
that's the wrong
top
guy.
left one?
Yeah, I'll
to the
move him
front?
in a second here. Okay,
Woof.
we got a
Are there there's only 3, right? Yeah. So it was the first 3. 14, 8, and 22.
Yep.
So
14 is a
fails.
save, so
Yeah.
1 fails. Thank you. 4, and then 9 to the other 2. Bloodied. Natas, you're up. Actually, no. The
I think only one.
I've so
Oh,
much effing damage here. I forget the enemies get to play the game too. Skeletons do the stab.
Yes.
You still dodging, Natas? No.
No.
He threw a javelin.
Stab for Natas. And stab for Ponek. Ponek just avoids damage, and Flame Skull attacks Ponek. Hits exactly 11 points. Natas, you're now up.
Okay. Because I'm just gonna hold my action for the next thing that's not these 2 skeletons to come in range.
Okay. Vaneros, hanging out. Gway here.
Just mockery on the right flame skull.
Fail. 2 points. Disadvantage on the next attack.
Useful.
Lottie, what you got? Who we whipping?
It's more than me.
Same one.
I mean, granted, I'm holding a spell, but like every round, I'm just standing here.
You want to soften up this guy for the moonbeam?
Sure. Is that too far?
Nope. No, you're in range.
Oh.
Ponek's up. He's gonna hold a produce. Actually, that would be a bad idea. He's gonna. He's gonna. He can't move here. All right. He's just gonna badoosh these guys. Yeah, just make sure that one dies. Skeletons come. Damage, please.
Very average for the most part.
Okay, so the hideous laughter can be saved against, right?
Yes,
At the end of its turn. Okay, so at the end of this turn, the left flame skull succeeds. The right flame skull is going to do a ray of flame against Natas.
Disadvantage.
Wait, did you roll the con saves yet?
So
For the
no.
2.
They cannot survive.
So 2 middle skulls are dead.
All of the skeletons
The
proper
skeletons
are dead.
are dead. So there's only 2 skulls left,
Correct.
and they're not entering the moonbeam.
Correct, because they don't have to.
Okay, then I will. Can I drop the moonbeam for now on
On your turn.
Natas's turn, or does it have to wait on mine?
Wait on your turn.
Okay.
You can end concentration at any time.
Yeah, it's just ending concentration as like a free action. So
I'll
I feel
take
like
your word on it. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Moonbeam's gone.
I'm, like, fairly
Natas,
certain.
you're free to move.
Oh, sick. Alright. I'm gonna run up and fucking whack this guy.
Badoosh.
I'll do reckless. So full badoosh.
13 hits exactly. 18 points. And
Oh, yep, no, 18.
that's a smack. Good smack.
all right, finally I can do something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will hit with my shillelagh.
Nice. Whack. Hit. Damage. Good. It's bloodied.
I'll actually move like to the edge of his range so someone else can get a nice poke.
Wait, here, you're up.
I'm going to use toxicity set from the left one again.
I don't know what you said, but I believe you.
Tasha's hideous on the left
Hideous
one again.
laughter on the left one. Sorry, I
Ah,
just mouthful of cracker.
it does it again. A wisdom saving throw. It succeeds. Ah.
That's great. I'm gonna
Yes,
hide
quite
behind
distinguished,
keyboard.
quite distinguished.
Alrighty. Lottie, you're up.
I'm gonna move up because I'm like something's going on but I can't see it. I still can't see it. Oh, I can now. Okay. And they're flaming skulls. I hate that.
I hate fire.
I hate that. I hate that for me.
It's also like the worst kind of fire. It's green, you know.
I'm gonna go for the bloodied one.
You got it. Ponek's up. He
The
is
fire's
going
green
to
apple flavored.
approach.
Can I then go out of range, or is that attack of opportunity?
Nope, you're not in melee range.
You're not in range.
Oh, but they can. Okay, so projectile.
You can back up. You can back up if you have movement left.
Yeah. I think I did.
You whack, hit, damage, skulls are up. Skull is going to do a fire rate disadvantage at Ponek. 14 does not hit. And this one's going to float right up here and do one at Ponek as well, actually.
Nice.
Missing both times. Natas, you're up.
We're gonna hit this. Actually, got faith you guys can finish that one off. I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, they have magic, so they can't attack of opportunity.
And I'm gonna do a reckless.
Boom.
Damage. Good stuff.
He's
12. Yeah.
12.
Vaneros.
I'm gonna try to finish it off. I finished it off. Real good.
You slam your wooden staff into this skull. You hear a mighty crack, and a sputter of flame goes out within the risen being. Go here, you're up. Mocked. Lottie, you're up.
Disadvantage.
I'm not going near it, so. Oh, sorry, I did it.
You're
3
good.
times.
Perfect. It hits.
First one hit.
2 damage.
I actually only hit it twice. My thing is lagging.
Whack. Hit. 6. It's bloodied. It's up. Burning flames. Going right for Natas. 13. Nada. Clean it up. Clean the house.
Actually, 16. Straight roll because I reckless attacked.
No, but has disadvantage anyway because.
It's viciously
It's a
mocked,
normal-
and it's in melee
Well,
range
no,
for
because
this.
then it's you can't double disadvantage though, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just 13.
Neutralizes
It
it.
misses.
Okay, he's decided.
Okay.
DM call.
All right.
I have decreed it. You're up,
He's
Natas.
decreed it.
Okay, big stick. 25. 16 points of damage.
16 points. It is still alive.
Oh, fuck.
And then it is not, as the great thwack of Vaneros falls upon it. And with that, we are out of initiative and can move forwards.
Do I know how big this tomb is?
You believe, though these tombs do magically grow themselves to account for future generations, you believe that this may be the door to the puzzle room, challenge room. And as, with some blood from his hand or from a fresh wound, the door is opened by Ponek. You can see, indeed, this is the challenge room.
Okay, I will file in. What's on the circle?
Nothing right now. The others have experience with this.
Yeah, the Mr. Ponak here is gonna put his bloody hand on that door, and then a statue is going to appear here. Some kind of. We're gonna go inside
Animal?
it. Yeah.
So,
And
all
then
right.
for about the next 20 minutes, we're gonna get totally fucked. And not
Then
the
you are prepared. Let us go, then. Do well. And he places his hand upon the door, and manifesting is an upright turtle holding onto a walking stick, looking forward.
It's
Is that-
Master Oogway.
Is it Gork?
Is it Gork?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's too skinny. No.
It's too old.
So what do we do?
Too much not an alcoholic.
What does the inscription say? I'm assuming there is one.
Nope. These things don't have those.
Can I
I touch it.
with a stick?
You can touch it with a stick. You can touch it with your hand. Who's doing
No,
what?
I was gonna ask if I
Just
could
touch it.
take the stick. or if that's part of the
Guahir,
Part of the statue.
Guahir and Natas don't care and touch it.
They touched it, and they vanish from sight. Their form is transmuting into a bluish energy, and they are pulled within the statue.
Big Sam.
I quickly turn to Ponik and ask, "Will you be okay?"
I will be fine.
Then wait for us. And
Yeah, same. As soon as I saw them go disappear, I was like, oh, there they go.
Natas and Guahir are like, oh, let's just get this over with. I don't want to know anything.
Aww, I want to kill the turtles.
you don't.
You
Because you can't
arrive.
transform into water creatures.
You arrive standing atop a platform, looking out over a way of water. At the far end of this space, you do see an exact replica of the turtle statue which you used to arrive here. The turtles in the water are moving back and forth. They seem to be traveling between points.
Let's use them as stepping stones. These slippery little creatures. Oh boy.
What are you going to
Oh,
do?
boy.
Can I just talk to it and be like, hey, can you just ferry us across?
What are you going? You're going to say that to the turtle? Okay. Make an animal handling check.
Basically be like, hey, can you, like, instead of just going back and forth, just make this easy and just...
Can you beat the puzzle for me?
Make an animal handling
mean-
check. And now make a persuasion check as the turtle
can-
seems to lift its head towards you.
Fuck!
And then it returns to its pattern.
What about the other one?
It continues its pattern.
So, what would I know about this challenge? Things that I maybe heard.
All you knew was that it involved turtles.
That's all I learned.
Just step on the fucking turtle.
Um,
Can we not swim?
I don't think you're supposed to, but you can try. When one of them gets close, I try to step upon it
It's a bit slippery.
and hold my.
Make
Yeah,
an
it's very
athletics
slippery.
or an acrobatics check.
Going to
They
cast.
are the same.
Going to use Bardic Inspiration on
All right,
myself.
you're able to stand atop the turtle successfully.
That's shocking. So, and then when it switches here to the one that's switching north, I'm going to try to jump between them or step. I'm going to be very
Mhm.
careful. I might like take a few rounds where he goes back and forth so that I get the timing right and try to be patient.
Perfect. Are the rest of you going to do a similar thing?
I'm trying to stuff.
How deep is the water?
You can't really tell. It just seems murky and swampy. It might be 5 feet deep. It might be 500.
So I'm gonna do the step. I'm gonna try to step to this one.
Just barely you balance atop it.
And then I'm gonna step off at the island. That's probably easier-ish.
No roll
little easier.
required.
Great. Actually, when I get there, I'm gonna shout back and realize, I didn't ask before, and I should have. In previous challenges, what was the goal?
Touch the statue.
Just touch it?
Just touch it.
Just touch it.
Okay, give me one moment, please.
I want to take my, manifest my staff and then try to poke so I can touch the bottom.
It goes down.
Forever, okay.
You can't find the bottom.
I don't think I should step on a turtle.
Yeah, don't bother. Like, I think I have an idea. I'm gonna try. I know this might prove regrettable, but it might save us some time. I'm gonna try to shapeshift into something that has a very high chance of being able to like jump between these with minimal.
Like a monkey.
Yeah, something like small and light that's very dexterous?
Wait a
It
minute.
can use both its hands and its feet to grapple onto surfaces.
Wait, there's walls to this chamber, isn't there?
No. Just behind you.
No.
So what about a ceiling?
No.
What?
No. It just goes off into endless space.
No physics.
Good try.
Yeah, next
I
thing
was
you're
gonna
gonna
use
tell
my
me it's
spider climb.
next thing you're gonna tell me it's curved.
I know this sounds weird, but like, I gotta find a creature here that's gonna be appropriate.
Okay.
I know this. Honestly, what comes to mind is like one of those mountain goats that can stand on literally anything. I just
I
don't
like
see
it.
anything like that.
We do not have a mountain goat, but we can
We
have
have
a
a
mountain
llama.
goat. Oh fuck, you're right. We have a llama.
I'm just trying to think, like, that seems like a type of creature that, like, I could become a giant goat, but like it's the creature that I think would have the highest chance to just like as a creature to not lose balance.
Look, I don't have a goat token ready for you, but if you want to turn into a goat, there's mountain
Like,
goats in this area of the world. You've seen them before.
Yeah.
You can do
I'm
it.
just thinking whether that would be better or like a giant spider that can just like jump and stick with its 8 little sticky legs.
I think if you want something with acrobatics,
Well, that's where I'm trying to get. I'm trying not to meta it in the sense of like thinking about a creature that has an acrobatic skill versus something that like practically makes sense as would be very likely to be able to jump a short distance and would stick. Like a giant spider actually makes even more sense to me logically. Like 8 legs, sticky little fingers, spindles.
I figured
not
out what
gonna,
I'm
like-
gonna do.
They're not gonna like slip off of the shell really, and spiders can jump, right?
So
let me do a
You're gonna do a giant
giant
spider,
spider.
and Lottie, what are you doing?
So, the reason I was like poking around and trying to find a way is not to mess with your puzzle, but because I don't think he would step onto a sea turtle, despite the
Yeah.
fact that they can get very large. He is also a big, giant tree man.
Yeah.
But does
Okay.
everyone need to touch the statue at the end, or just someone?
Yes,
Oh, that wasn't made clear.
everyone.
That's why I wanted
No.
to just.
It's usually just somebody touches it and then boop.
Oh, really?
If
Yeah.
it's just one person, that's why I
Minotaur
offered just
and
like.
those fucking horses. Oh
So
my
how do you
god.
want to handle this, Jake Henry? Do you want me to roll something, or are we gonna assume that from like
Just
narrative?
roll your character's skill checks, and we'll add some bonus to it. And Lottie,
Okay,
you
so
had an
we're-
idea?
Yes, but if only one person needs to touch the statue, then.
Then you're
how
gonna
many?
chill.
How many do I need? Because like I'm on this island.
I mean, Gwahir's almost there.
Oh, hold on, but like. You need to get to that side. So what moves to there? Where does this turtle go? The one that's next to me. He just goes there and back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the puzzle is finding out which path leads to the end, right? So
Puzzle is
the one on the
don't fall in the water.
wait, does that turtle go to where Gwahir is?
Yes, and then Gwahir has a path to the end.
Okay, so then let me hop on this turtle in front of me, and then the one that Gwahir is at, and then the north one. So I need 3 checks. Nat 1, lovely.
All right. Did Gwahir roll a check to get on this turtle?
yeah, it was 12.
Gwahir gets on the turtle. Gwahir gets to here. Vaneros, as a giant spider, hops atop this turtle, rides it to here.
It's fucking terrifying.
Would I be rolling with like advantage, or are we doing a flat bonus? Like how are we?
Your second check is here. You hop atop this spider, but your legs slip and slide, and into the water you go. And as you so do, your form is deposited at the start.
Lovely. Okay.
All right,
And
one
Gwahir?
more.
I'll wait for Gwahir.
Can I try and leapfrog across this last one?
Yeah, you can.
Like running jump off of it.
Going
Hey,
to-
looks
That
like you make
is exactly what you needed to not fall in the water at the last minute, and onto the last platform you go.
Boom.
I just touched the statue.
You-
Like, I just finished the round of Ninja Warrior.
Touch the statue, and you all feel your essences returned to the chamber from whence you began.
And I wasted a shapeshift.
No, you did not. All
You did
class
not.
resources expended in that space are returned to you.
Oh, magical. But only expended in that space.
Yep.
Okay.
My plan had been to turn into a raccoon and use my tiny raccoon hands.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Scoop food,
statue
scoop the food, scoop the food.
Vanishes.
Yeah.
The door opens.
Okay. Cast Shillelagh again before we move forward.
Vaneros, your
Yes.
friend's buried here, right?
Yes, and I expect, based on the layout, that we will have to face him.
Yeah. Question. Every time we do this, they start speaking some weird fucking language. Any chance you have any idea? Languages other than common?
I will let you know if I recognize it if they speak it here.
What languages does Vaneros have?
I think just the normal ones. So we'd have Elven and Common, and I don't know.
Sylvan. So nothing super exotic.
No, he's only got 10 int. He's not.
Okay, you got it.
What about druidic?
He does speak Druidic.
It is not druidic.
But yeah, he will approach cautiously with Shillelagh ready
Okay.
and be ready to shapeshift as well.
Stepping into this chamber, you see a cavern with these bioluminescent roots within it that branches into two tombs.
Into tombs.
That would have been better in writing.
That sounded like Mark came back just to laugh.
Good.
That's great.
Oh, the water, the water, the water.
So,
Two people here.
Is there any text anywhere?
no. Not
Denoting, like,
except for
name-
on
names of
the
tombs.
graves.
Like
But
in
that-
front of it, on top of it?
That would be at the base of the grave, which is too difficult to read from afar.
Okay, I will.
Honek will say,
Once
"Go ahead." To all of you.
I will very slowly approach, recasting Shillelagh with literally every step. Until I can read. I'm trying to get close and read the text.
As you approach this one, you can now read the text which reads the name of the one entombed. Haeglir, the Shapeshifter. And as your eyes trace across the words, bluish energy, corrupted with a purplish red tint, flows out of the sarcophagus and manifests as a spectral form of the man that you knew. Manifesting in front of the other coffin, Latifolia, you can see a woman. And this man will say to you all, Crescer, Prenhende, Spiritus Occiditis. And the woman will repeat it as well. She will say, Crescer, Prenhende, Spiritus Occiditis. And then from behind you, you will hear a from the dwarf who will say, Crescer, Prenhende, Spiritus Occiditis, as he conjures flame in his hand, and I need you all to roll initiative.
No!
I fucking knew it. I knew it!
Question: the token for that lady looks like she has a thing through her head. Is that the case?
Nope, she
It's
has
the
it is a
staff
staff
that you are wearing.
behind her.
Oh, this is
Bum
bad.
bum, bum bum, plot twist! Boris has to kill his wife.
He won't. He won't fight her.
That's his wife?
I'll kill his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, come on. You gotta pay attention to the
I'll
story.
take care of it.
Oh, I'll totally kill his wife. I mean,
I'll make her laugh.
his wife's already dead.
Yeah, but even seeing her visage, you wouldn't be able to strike her.
I rolled
What is
twice
dead may never
by
die.
accident. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Took the higher one.
Nope. You're just gonna take the lower one. All good?
Cool. Thank you.
Nonetheless, your enemies begin.
Uh-oh.
Here, first, Haglier is going to hold up his staff, which is tipped with a head in the visage of a toothed owl, and his form is going to shift into that of a beast.
Oh no,
Owlbear.
no! You can't do
Owlbear.
that. It can't do that.
I make the rules.
Another bear.
And is going to step forward and strike out. Meanwhile, Edith is going to step forward to here. No, just to back here. Getting a clear range. So let's get these folks rolling. Against Vaneros. A beak.
Vaneros.
Vaneros. Well, now you got me doing the Greek roll. So now I'm all confused.
It's my fault.
It's good. Vaneros.
Okay.
18 to hit for 10 from the beak.
Yeah, the claws miss.
He's a lord.
Edith is going to cast Fairy Fire, which is going to affect all of you. I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, everybody passes. Beautiful.
Beautiful. 12. Actually, 12 is the DC.
Passes.
12 is spell DC. Everyone passes. And Ponek is going to hurl a produced flame at Latifolia.
Savagery.
And up next is
all
Wait here.
right.
Wait, who? Koenig is fighting us?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
When did I miss this?
When he said
he
the
said
thing,
the same
they
thing.
said-
Oh, is he like possessed or something?
No, he's evil. We need to fucking kill him.
Well, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on Koenig.
Okay. Success.
I'm going to use my bonus action to give Natas Bardic Inspiration, and I'm going to move over here.
Lottie.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm gonna try to entangle the bear.
Okay.
I feel like if I can at least make it hard for him to move.
Sure.
I'm gonna be battling this bastard. So
He succeeds.
Of course.
Yeah. Good try. Good try.
And then
It
I'm
just
gonna
bats away the vines.
go over here, away from Mr. Dumb Fireman.
Vaneros.
brown bear form, please.
Bear
As my
time,
bonus.
baby.
And then a bite and a claw to the bear in front of me.
Those both hit. That claw does a nice chunk of
Ton
damage.
of damage. Yeah, good roll.
Oh, sheesh. 6
Natas.
plus
24
6.
damage.
Natas, you're up.
Damn. Boris, nice fucking job.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit Trader. Or
Yeah.
maybe. No,
You should reckless
Yeah.
this mother.
yeah, reckless. Yeah. Yeah, enraged. My last rage.
I did think it was very weird that the man with plant stuff and
Oh, sheesh.
fire.
Okay, so
Nicely
that's
done.
13. So 16, 9. All right, so
25.
here's what occurs. You slam the axe into him, and there is a flash of purple as you strike him, and he gives a ugh and collapses unconscious to the ground. But in that flash of purple, within your eyes is a visage of a face, Natas. You see the face of the troll chieftain for but a moment, and then it fades, and the dwarf is unconscious on the ground.
Nice hit.
Yeah, so far, good start.
Damn.
He's out of the fight. The owlbear form of the shapeshifter is going to act. Just the one claw.
I was like, bro.
No, that was a double click. All right, 20 for
23.
8, and then 15 for 15.
23 damage. Battle of the Bears.
Battle of the Bears. All right, so Edith is up.
Or showed up to the game and he's bearing arms.
She is gonna move up to Latifolia, and I need you to make me a saving throw, Constitution, as she tries to use Thunder Wave against you. All right, you're gonna take half damage from that as she blasts you with a.
Shit. Okay. If I transform, I can do that and then attack, right?
No,
Not you.
God damn it.
Circle of the
Use
Moon
laughter.
only.
I'm gonna use hideous laughter on the
Save.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm gonna use actually, I'm out of bardic. No, I have one bardic inspiration. I'm gonna use one bardic inspiration on myself.
Cool. All right, Lottie. The donk.
It's bonking time.
Ooh, good bonk.
Damn.
Batoosh. Vaneros, the brown bear.
Oh, and then I should probably move.
She will take a swing at you.
Attack
if
of
you do.
opportunity. And you
Okay.
might go down.
Never mind.
Hit.
I'm one anyway.
Nice.
20 points. The form is bloodied. Natas, you're up.
I should have transformed.
You go
Attack
down,
the
I
bear.
can get back up.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Boop.
That is a hit. It is still up.
Shit.
Fine.
Owlbear
No,
is
I might go
up.
down. We'll see who he attacks.
Owlbear
Yeah.
beak against the bear. Miss. Claws against the bear. Still up.
Oof.
Edith is going to conjure a shillelagh on her quarterstaff and swing at Lottie. Misses by 1. Woo!
Wow.
Go
Wow.
here.
Cool. Cool.
Well, can I drink all 4 charges of my water skin, or is that
That's an action. Yes.
as an action? Okay, I'm going to do that,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Lottie.
Okay.
I didn't know there's 4 charges. I didn't even look at that.
Yeah. It's a pretty
to know.
strong thing.
6 back, and then I also use my Bardic Inspiration to increase that by another 4. So you get 10 back, Lottie.
Thank you.
Lottie's up.
Could have healed myself, but he's not really a heal himself kind of.
Not that kind of tree.
I'm gonna do a transform
Okay.
because this isn't working.
What are you transforming into?
Big ol' wolf.
Wolf. Wolf.
So
You said big ol', I thought you said a bagel.
a bagel. And I roll away. No, so the wolf, you see like a gray and white wolf, large wolf with like moss and algae growing in the fur.
Nice. Alrighty. That's
Pretty
your
nice.
turn. Vaneros. Brown bear is still active.
Just curious, when you drop this form, is it a free action? Actually, it says that.
Bonus
somehow.
action.
Yeah, I think it's bonus.
Is it a bonus to drop?
I think so,
Even
yes.
for Moon? Okay, then I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
So I will just attack.
Let's see it. Hit.
Ooh.
It misses by 1. That will hit, though. The owlbear form is dispersed. The shapeshifter returns and takes an overwrite of 8 damage.
He's just gonna do
Natas.
it again, isn't he?
Reckless.
Come on. Nice.
20 points. He's bloodied from that hit.
And I end my turn.
All right. He is going to... Where are we? Here we are. He's going to manifest natural claws on his hands, and he's going to swing out against Natas. You attacked recklessly, so he has advantage.
Yes, he does.
17 hit for 4 points of damage. That didn't work out for him. And Edith is going to swing out at the... He's going to cast Thunderwave.
But it's
that's
just 4
acid damage?
Yeah, 4 acid damage.
Yep.
What?
Because of his claws.
Yep.
Little poisony claws.
Okay, so it is a Constitution save for Lottie, or you take 2 damage.
Jeez.
1 on a success.
Those are some bad rolls.
It's
You're
okay
up.
for us. Boom. 1 damage.
Vicious
Holy
mockery.
shit.
I'm gonna vicious mockery on the boss and literally
I
do not.
can't edit the health of the wolf.
Oh, I
Yes,
got you.
can. I got it.
Oh, you got
Wait, screw that. I'm not vicious mocking anyone. I'm just gonna stab her.
Okay,
Nice.
I will take
That's
that.
good.
That's a hit. She's bloodied. Lottie.
I'm a rip out her throat.
Ah! Brutal.
Act tactics. You got advantage.
You do.
Oh.
You got the character
I
sheet?
don't know. I don't.
I got
know
you.
How to access that?
It is in
I
your
have
journal.
it. Oh.
But there's your attack.
Sorry.
Hilarious.
I
11
forgot.
is exactly what you needed to hit. She is still up.
But
Is she knocked prone?
strength save.
Yes.
LOL.
She
she's
is.
Prone.
Oh, I do have.
Vaneros. You're up. 17 to hit for 10. And
still up?
He's still up. He is still up.
Woo! Girl.
Alrighty.
He's not. He's barely holding on there.
Natas, you're up.
Oh!
Chim.
You slam the axe into his chest, and as the strike hits, you watch as the crimson and purplish energy is pulled, ripped out of his spectral visage, and it rests, standing, now motionless. The energy dissipating, the corruption cleansed as it has been before. Edith is going to stand, is going to attempt one more time to cast Thunderwave.
On 3 people. Ooh, good damage this time.
Con saves.
It can only target one of us.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
this is a cube around.
David hit
Oh,
her again.
that's... I see what you're saying, Chris, right? Because of the rules. Yeah, okay. So, she's gonna incur an attack of opportunity from, Gwei here to move here.
Stab her.
I think I picked up Sentinel.
That's enough to hit. And with that strike, down she goes. Corruption being pulled as well from her spirit. And peace being returned to it. We're out of initiative.
I drop bear form.
Same.
I will.
Except for your pocket.
Is Ponek stable?
Ponek does appear stable.
Okay.
Don't worry,
And
I
the-
cauterized his wound.
The water is what corrupted their bodies, right?
Yes, but their spirits are now free, and to you, Vaneros, will speak the Shapeshifter, Heglir, and say, "Is that you, my friend?"
It is, Father. It's been a long time.
His spirit is now formless, but it wraps its arms around you in a hug. It says, I am glad to see that you still walk and breathe.
I do, though it seems you do too, unfortunately. And he shares an awkward laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Perfect. That was really well done. This is as awkward as it gets.
The woman, Edith, will look to you first, Latifolia, noticing the tree branch on your back, or the tree root, I should be more clear, and say, so it has found its next bearer. It will be happy with you, I believe. The spirit...
He says,
Go ahead.
he'd say, I sure do hope so.
You feel a jolly emotion from the root on your back. Shapeshifter will enter the chamber and say, what has happened? Tell me. Do you know, strangers?
We do not know everything about this phenomenon, but we do have some hypotheses.
Edith will just smile at your approach, Vaneros, and wrap a ghastly arm around you.
He just stares. His eyes are just completely filled with tears. Wet eye. Not crying, but just full wet eye.
Mm-hmm. So Shapeshifter will say, what do you suspect is the cause of this?
Not sure yet.
Yeah, Lottie says,
Has it to do with this water?
precisely. We believe that, and he says the heart of, what was it, Gray hair, a dragon?
And
Was seen at the source and may have corrupted the waters.
Haglier says, the heart of Svegnir is what purifies the water. If it is corrupted, then things have truly gone to ill. You will need to reach it, I presume, to reach the source.
That would be a logical next step.
To do so, you will need to access the other tombs. I see you have been to one already, and he points to the axe that you are holding, Natas. You will need to retrieve the sacred weapons to open the tomb's door to where Svegnir rests. And he points to the root which is on your back, Latifolia, and says, you already possess that which I chose as my lock, and I presume will continue to carry it.
He turns and looks at the root on his back and then nods his head.
The root's pulling you in a direction, Latifolia, in this direction. You feel kind of a tug.
For a second time, just pushes Gray aside and is like, sorry.
Edith is going to turn to you, Vaneros, and say, please, open my sarcophagus. I've been buried with my necklace, as you know. But I think it will be best worn by you in this challenging time. The valley is at threat.
He just pauses and looks down and nods. He walks over and shifts it open near the head slightly. Her body, is her body up, or is it in there?
It is in the tomb. It is untouched.
He just touches her face, even though it's decayed a lot and gently removes the necklace from behind her. And then walks back over to her holding it and just looks at her and says, I miss you more than words can ever say, Edith.
For what capability I have to miss, I do as well.
Well,
but I know
I
that
hope you rest peacefully. And
I
know
do.
that I will continue to protect the grove and the people of the valley as long as I can, as long as I live to do so.
And I hope that you live peacefully.
It is peaceful, though lonely. But my time will come, and I hope in the afterlife I can join you once again.
As do I. And
Until then, my love,
hey,
I suppose there's work to be done.
Hagler will interject and say, Vaneros, when your time comes, this tomb will have space for you as well. I see you as my son as much as she is my daughter.
I thank you, Hagler, but I'm not sure if the clan still sees me the same as you once did. I haven't lived there for hundreds of years. I couldn't bear the thought of staying in the place that Edith and you called home. I now live alone in the grove, and that is okay with me.
Latifolia, the branch on your back is pulling you towards the unconscious body of the dwarf. Are you going to follow its compellence?
Yes.
And
He is suspicious.
the root arcs down, stretching out, and touches the body, and the dwarf breathes, conscious again. Oh. Hello? Where am I? Who are you?
My name. He's just kind of like, what just happened? My name is Latifolia Dentala, but you can call me Lati.
Are we in the tomb? Wait, we shouldn't be here. What's going on? Higler's spirit will approach and say, Rest, my good man. You too have been corrupted as I was. But corruption does not foul the spirit. You, I take it, lead the Sage clan now? And you'll nod, Ponek will say, I do. And so, Higler will say, Ponek, open my sarcophagus. Retrieve the staff of the owl, the weapon I used in my late years. Use it to safeguard the clan. We'll bow and say, Yes, Shapeshifter. If you will allow me, strangers. And he'll move forward and retrieve the item. And he'll be able to use both of his wild shapes to surpass the restrictions of wild shape and turn into something a little extra. With that, the spirits will step back towards their sarcophagi, sharing one last look at those that are dear to them before reverting into a spectral state and vanishing.
I think we better go back to the settlement. And I imagine we will need to task some members of the clan to clear out, or at least relay to rest some of the foes we faced on our way.
Onyx says, Oh, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's been enough trouble. We can do that.
I think Lottie would turn to Ponak and say, I need to ask, was that fire magic a consequence of your corruption?
I haven't used fire magic in years. I know how to do it, of course, but I don't tend to not want to risk the environment.
At that, he says, he kind of like grunts in approval, like,
From this place, you will begin your travel back to the Sage Clan settlement. You will, where you will, take rests. During your dreams, Vaneros, you receive an instruction directly from the spirit. He is ready to see the new visitors and would ask that you guide them to the Dreamgrove and the spirit tree.
That's after morning, I take it, that we do that.
Yes, and so will you heed his instruction and begin leading them there?
Yeah, so come morning, I will say to them, I've had another vision in my dreams. I am to take you to the shrine of the spirit, Lapanor, in the center of the Dreamgrove. Once there, I think it's time we part ways for now. I will do what I can to gather the information that I find useful, and I am sure our paths will cross again. If you need to find me, return to the cave where we first fought together, and in that tree out front, the one Lottie interacted with, is a small knot in the trunk. Leave a note there, and I will find it. For now, let us go to the Dreamgrove. I have much I want to process on my own.
So you find yourselves here on the path through this almost enchanted forest. As you're walking along, and Vaneros shares these things with you, you hear a voice coming from behind you, and you hear the crackling of a raccoon rushing to catch up with you all.
I like how Rookie's going faster than she is.
I think I got a lot of really good work done at the village, but well, Rookie insisted I come back and find you all and see how you were doing, and thought that maybe I could help you all out again a little bit, if that's okay.
Not like I want to be in the party or anything, Baka.
And so, on that note, we will bid Vaneros farewell, and we will conclude our story in the Valley of Rain tonight. I will see you all next week. Have a great week.